different world of
Well,
existence.
well, that's what you people call it.
Uh-huh. Perfect. Perfect. You're a 11th level as we are. An 11th level member of the court would be a very influential member, not one of the true elite, not one of the dukes or counts or barons, but certainly someone very important within the Sealy court. What have you been doing for the past 11 levels? How did you become such a formidable force of nature?
Well, I haven't been back um, since I was first level. I was sent by the Summer Queen to research this new magic that has come out. So
Perfect.
I'm 11th level, but I haven't been home since.
Excellent. You're halfway through this eternal quest. All right. And so was Undermountain where you were sent into? Is that the unusual magic that so perplexed the court?
Well, four of us were sent, and each of us have a different uh, research ideal, and we were sent in different places, and I just kind of wound up in Undermountain.
Aha. And what is your research ideal? Have you determined that?
Yeah, I'm well, I guess I'm an archivist, so it's the innate nature of intelligence in mechanical things.
All right. Well, you've been here for a while, and while most people think it's suicide to come to Undermountain at level 1, there are a handful of people who survive, and you were one of them. So you've been up, down, and everywhere, at least to level 1 to 5. You haven't been much further than that, or any further at all. But you've extensively explored the arcane chambers and the dungeon level. You've seen the forest of Willowwood and the twisted caverns, where there used to be lots of fishmen, but they were overtaken by some mutant from the primordial era. And now you're in the lost level. Maybe you were the first person to discover the lost level. Sure, the Umber Hulks drilled their way into it. That's not going to be argued. But maybe before even the Duergar got here, you were here. And you've been cataloguing all the many wonders of this place. But only shortly after you arrived, not only were you harassed by Umber Hulks at every turn, they seemed to just burst out of the walls periodically. The Duergar turned up. And they've been here for now probably more than 24 hours, about 36 hours. And their plunder has been thorough. They have been just taking everything. And just now it seems that a new group has entered the fray. A group of racially diverse people that are equipped with countless magical items and a very strange sense of style that doesn't really suit each other. They can only be adventurers or possibly tourists. They've gotten pretty
And
far as the tourists.
and
Yeah.
I've basically been able to stay out of the way because I am, for all intents and purposes, a 12-year-old elf. So I'm
Perfect, perfect. All right. Well, there are some secrets about Undermountain that you will have uncovered. These are information for you alone, but you may find people that you wish to trade secrets with or share them with, but that'll be up to you to decide. So this is a lot to take in, and I won't make it too complex because you're going to forget anyway, but I'll feed it to you, and you can ask about it again if you ever feel like it's relevant. Okay. So there is an individual in this place called Jessira Kestrelharp. And Jessira Kestrelharp was an apprentice of Halasta. She was good-hearted and tried to escape, and Halasta didn't let her. He essentially imprisoned her for all time. And when he couldn't force her to remain here physically, some disaster befell them, probably combat, and Jessira was probably destroyed. And now her soul is bound to the portal system of Undermountain. So there's dozens of portals linking different levels. In fact, we're currently in a room that has 2 portals. And she exists within those portals as a kind of disembodied but still sentient and sapient force. That's interesting. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on that, but we'll play with that.
All
I'm going
right.
to try. Maybe I've tried talking.
She's a lovely person. She's very caring, and she has pleaded with you not to go in deeper into Undermountain. You are individually powerful, but by yourself, you will inevitably fall foul of some denizen that you are personally not able to deal with, and it'll be the end. That's her advice. Find a party. Find some people to watch your back. It is the adventure essence of exploration.
Speaking of running foul of Underdark denizens, I actually had an idea if you're which would be one of the reason why you survived Undermountain at such a low level is because you didn't get killed. You got enslaved by yours truly. I sold you, and then I expected to never see you again, and yet here you are. And I'm like, oh, this is awkward. just a thought that came to mind.
Just on that, I do think it's a bit, because that can cause problems if you've got one PC that was previously enslaved by another.
Yeah, you're right. It just came
And
to
I
mind.
I was thinking that the Summer Queen specifically sent me here because she's not constrained by the magic you prime material plane wizards are constrained to.
Yeah.
That, or she sent you to the material plane, but Hallister hijacked the teleport and brought you into Undermountain.
Both possible. And
He's like,
yeah.
oh, someone's sending something from the Feywild? Yeah, I'll take that. I need some more fairies in my dungeon.
Yeah, he could definitely. That's you've certainly got his personality right there. It's like, here's a parcel that's come from the Feywild. Don't know what's in the parcel, but I'll take that. I'm not going to open it right now. I'll just put it here. Someone else will open it eventually. Yeah.
And I wouldn't know the difference, so I
You wouldn't know the
assume
difference.
she sent me here.
Good call. So you whatever the truth, it may not even matter due to the whimsical nature of both the Feywild and Halaster. In both cases, they are mad as far as our morality can tell anyway. So, but it brings us to the alterations of magic that I wish to discuss with you. There's some things that you've discovered, since that's actually your task. You've come here to find abnormalities within magic, and let me tell you, Undermountain is a place of severely abnormal magic. The Forgotten Realms is high magic. We all know that. That's kind of famous across the plains in a little way. Most people in the outer plains don't give a shit about the prime materials, the normal worlds like ours. But the Forgotten Realms is one that does rise above the other. It's so freaking magical. And there are so many important, influential people who come from there, like Elminster, for example. Anyway, alterations to magic. First of all, you've discovered that it's impossible to leave. You can't, as far as you can tell, you can't get out of here through teleportation, through plane shifting. You can't use some backdoor like Word of Recall or astral projection. You can go ethereal. You can disappear into the ethereal plane, but you can't then escape Undermountain from the ethereal. You're kind of trapped in a border ethereal realm within Undermountain. Now, what that means, effectively, is Undermountain is its own plane of existence. That's debatable, and you can argue back and forwards your opinion on that. But the fact that it has different planar laws to the Forgotten Realms goes some way towards indicating that it is a different plane. The fact that a spell like Sending still works would mean that it's not the different plane, because Sending doesn't work between different planes. So it's up for debate, and that's what's really interesting, is it's not quite certain. And maybe it's that uncertainty that is the reason or the cause for all these gates everywhere, because there are a lot of gates that Halaster has built. But as the rest of the party knows, there are other gates as well, such as a gate on the 3rd level to the Abyss, which to this day remains wide open. And it's not the only one. There are certainly other gates as well. And other things you've discovered. The walls of Undermountain, while they can be manipulated, there's also a permanence to them as well. So, for example, you might be able to dig a tunnel, but then you'll reach a part of the tunnel that's just simply invulnerable, not only to your magic or to your tools, but also to natural forces like earthquakes and stuff as well. The place is, again, it doesn't behave the kind of physical laws that you're familiar with elsewhere in the, well, you're not, but other people are familiar with in the Forgotten Realms.
So it's like a pocket dimension.
It is, maybe it's hard to tell. It might be. It might be. There are still a couple more things that I want to mention, and these will be the last two. First of all, I mentioned sending spells earlier, that you can send a message from here to somewhere else and it works. Well, kinda. Yes, it works, but these messages are sometimes intercepted by maybe Halasta, maybe not. It's hard to tell. But there is some force which is capable of intercepting sending spells within Undermountain. And finally, and this, I suppose, is the crux. The rest of it was all symptoms. These are all expressions. But this is the crux. There is a knot in the weave in Undermountain. If you think of magic as a tapestry, weaved by perhaps Mystra, perhaps. Magic is a tapestry, and we draw threads of magic to cast our spells and so on and so forth. Within Undermountain, there's a knot. And so, for whatever reason, magic doesn't quite work here because it is impossible to unstitch this mess. Now, whether that knot is a result of Undermountain and the madness of Halasta, or whether it dates back into the dawn of time, to the elves and the dwarves and perhaps even other creatures before them, that remains a mystery.
Cool.
So here we are. In the
Broke everyone.
yeah, pretty much. Here we are in the halls of the faithful. This is this whole complex so far has appeared to be one giant temple monument. We often think of temples as a single room, but this temple is enormous. You've been through its library. You've been through one of its art districts. Now you're in some quarters or some halls or something. There are a pair of gates, arches, that lie to the north and to the south. There are some corpses here on the floor, the Duergar corpses. They were killed before you ever arrived. The stone arches are embedded in the wall, north and south. The north arch gate is decorated with inlaid images of dancing goblins, the letter D carved into the arch's keystone. South gate is they have the form of scantily clad elves, male and a female. They hold fingers to their lips in a gesture of silence. You can hear tink, 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 tink coming from somewhere to the west. And that's when you discover that someone's spying on you.
Which of us would notice?
Aldrich.
We're still on the water deep map. The way.
Oh, I didn't even realize I took the party off the map in the first place. Thank you for letting me know.
And you said I noticed someone spying on me?
Correct. Aravan, you've been like sort of watching these people. They're not Duergar that interest you, and you got a little bit close. And now Aldrich has seen you cuddled around the corner, worried and watching.
Can you put me on the map?
I shall.
Oh, okay, I see me now.
Fireball.
Boom.
Fuck.
High elf or something masquerading as a height.
Solution for everything.
Indeed.
I'm going to turn around and point to Aravan and say, "Come out from over there."
And I'm going to duck behind the wall.
There's someone there, Aldrich?
Did you see someone, Eldritch? What was that?
Yes, I'm not sure what he was, elf, human.
Was he Duergar, or was he something else?
I didn't get a good look of him, but he's around the corner. We could probably catch him if we run.
Yeah, I'm gonna like dash with my expeditious retreat that's still been going. I'm gonna just and stop and kind of like lean over and peer down at you. And who might you be? Who might you be?
And I'm going to face step over here.
The fairy has disappeared, if that's what it was. Maybe a giant halfling, maybe.
Huh. Cheeky little bugger.
I've never seen an elf quite like that before.
Hey, there's
Like,
some like fairy elf that's been darting around this corridor.
Make a perception check, Aravan. Alright. You hear something clinking up from behind you. The rattle of chainmail.
Oh, Okay, so what I will do, move up here and tell, who is this?
Sanj.
Something and run by.
Okay, I'm gonna like peer around this corner.
I'm gonna attempt to grab Aravan as he runs by, because I don't know who this fairy is.
Yeah, no worries. It's an athletics versus acrobatics. Sanj, you look down the corridor and don't see anything. Make a perception check, though.
I will give Adrastia guidance. I don't know if that helps.
Ding.
I'm
It's always
picturing that
guidance
as
of
like
+4.
Aldrich being really creepy, stroking her hair, like, look in that direction.
Yeah, that's it. I believe it.
And there's my athletics to grab him.
All
What am I
right.
gonna roll?
You do.
Acrobatic?
You do. Acrobatics. You were nimble and quick, but you weren't quick enough. You have been nabbed by a dark elf woman. Sanj, you don't see anything, but you hear the clinking of chainmail suddenly stop.
I'll turn back and kind of step back towards these two, now three. I think there are Duergar up in this corridor, very close.
So this one's in league with the Duergar, is he? Is that what your
Oh,
plan was? Were you trying to ambush us?
oh, please, Burnt Elf, I wouldn't do that. I'm not in league with anyone.
What
And
did
I'm
you just
reaching
say?
for my reaching for my pistol.
I'm gonna keep restraining you and prevent you from reaching it.
Ah! Someone starts yelling and screaming in Dwarven. Roll for initiative.
God damn it.
Well, that introduction went well.
Could you shift ping where we are? I've lost
Oh, right.
my mind.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought I'd already done it.
Just for the record, Arctic, I've just cast invisibility on myself.
Cool.
Like prior to rolling initiative, wanted to like step back and do it.
All right. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you'd already sort of typed it out. That's cool.
Sorry, that was Misty Step, not Face Step.
All right. Adrastia, you hear someone swearing. Do you understand Dwarven?
I do not.
All right. You do not know what these cries of terror and anguish are, but they sound like a grown man who is giving up.
It didn't add me to the tracker for some reason.
Right. Cool. Try doing it again and then just readjusting your number.
There, I guess.
Cool.
Nice.
Addressed, yeah.
Okay, so here these dwarves are coming. I still don't know the allegiance of this fairy-looking elf. So I'm gonna tell my companions to deal with the Dwargar, and I'll make sure that this one doesn't try anything funny.
And
On
I'm
top
going to
of that-
constantly struggle.
Excellent.
On top of that, I'm feeling very offended that he referred to me as burnt elf. So I'm gonna be quite rough as I attempt to put some manacles on him.
Offensive on so many levels.
What kind of check would that be to force manacles onto him while he's resisting?
It would be another opposed athletics acrobatics check. You've got them restrained. You're now trying to do another action with them. So yeah, it's the athletics versus acrobatics, or acrobatics. Anyway,
Ooh.
athletics versus acrobatics.
He's really struggling. he's wiggling.
Yeah. So you don't manage to get the manacles on, but neither has he escaped. You've still got a grip on him with your hands. You just can't snatch the cuffs on him.
I was like, oh, stop struggling, kid. Don't make this any harder than it has to be.
Severin, you speak Dwarven?
I speak Keviak.
All right. You recognise some of the words.
No, I don't actually speak.
No, but you still recognise some of the words because Keviak uses them.
That would be Drunken Dwarven.
Yeah, that's like Sailor Dwarven.
Like
Really,
fuck shit.
like, sober Dwarven's a different language.
So basically,
It's a secret
Zevram hears
tongue spoken by very few dwarves.
all these words, and he's like, "Oh, that's the word Keviak uses when he kicks his toe."
Yeah, that's right.
I think there's Durgo down there hitting their toes.
Or possibly meeting members of our group, because that's what Keviak says when he meets members of our group.
So I hear it from the southeast.
Yeah, that's right. The same direction that the little boy just ran up, if it is a boy.
Cool. I will move down that way.
Like, I shouldn't assume gender.
That isn't a Duergar.
No, it's not, but it has creatures in each of its claws to the north and to the south. You can't see any creatures, or maybe it doesn't have any creature at all. Maybe it's just holding thin air.
Does it look like it's coming towards me?
No, it's too busy holding thin air.
Oh, right. Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna dash forward if its hands are full, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Kev Maniac.
Lucius is up first.
Oh, really? I wonder how I got it like that. Oh, because you readjusted, of course. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Lucius.
I will walk over here, see what's going on.
Severum is approaching an Umber Hulk for reasons unknown, and for reasons unknown, the Umber Hulk is more concerned with thin air than he is with Severum.
Does it appear to have tufts of fur around its teeth?
It appears to be pulling thin air to its mandibles, and its mandibles are manifesting blood out of thin air. Does that make sense?
Okay, I just mean that damn cat's been missing for a while now.
All right.
I'm starting to think it's gotten itself eaten already.
Blasphemy, you damn cat.
And I shall lob a firebolt. Oh, would that have like? Yeah, that'd have half. No, that'd have half cover at least.
Yeah. Yeah, from that square that you're in exactly. If you want to take one, can you take another step? Because
No, that was exactly
Yeah.
30 feet.
it'll have +5 to its armor class.
Oh yeah, what the hell? It's just Severum in the way.
No comment. Severum, it burns the side of your sideburns. Is that why they call them sideburns? I'm not sure. But it doesn't hit you at least.
My bangs, my beautiful bangs.
If I recall, the name comes from Civil War General Burnside.
You are correct.
Oh, cool.
Burnside is such a good name.
I know, right? Like Civil War generals had like the best fucking names.
Yes! I genuinely want to call my son Ulysses. More because of Ulysses Grant than the real Ulysses. Just such a good name. Alright.
Stonewall Jackson.
Stonewall. Sherman Tank. Oh, that's not his real name, but
General Sherman Tank.
alright. Kev Yak.
Kubiak's gonna run around the corner like, what's all this nonsense? Not see shit and continue.
Okay, so what you see, Keviak, is Zevram approaching a little bit confused. There's one of those monstrosities in front of you, and it's moving its arms, even though there's nothing in its hands. And when it moves its hands towards its mouth, blood just suddenly spurts, and little rings of chainmail, broken chains of chainmail, ting, 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 fall to the ground like rain.
Yo, fuck, not one of these again. And immediately avert his gaze and continue charging.
I didn't really mention Zevram that part of the swearing is coming from here.
Alright, so continuous swearing.
Continuous swearing. It's like continual flaming.
Got it.
All right.
That'll be his turn.
Sanj.
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to squeeze 2d8 hit points out of the soul that I caught earlier.
Yes, yes. He groans.
Excellent. And then I am going to use my... That's 25, 30. I am going to dash to there, just behind Keviak. And remain invisible, and that is my turn.
Beautiful. Homunculus.
It's just gonna be floating around my head for the time being. It's sitting on my other shoulder.
Very wise. Pain, Aldrich, Gael.
I'm going to cast hold person on Aravan.
All right. Aravan of Courage. Make a wisdom saving throw. You are held the way your mother didn't hold you as a child.
Oh, you suck so bad because I was gonna do something cool.
And
What were you gonna do?
and then I'm gonna finger point at Adrastia and wink. I don't know why I said finger point. And then just walk here.
Because you might have groin pointed. We probably would have assumed that you groin pointed if you didn't specify using your finger.
Even grace you with a glance in your direction.
Ooh, cold. As cold as only one who has been burnt can be. A bit
She's
racist.
still pretty pissed about that.
You deserve to be pissed. All right. One Duergar and the other Duergar suddenly appear, and they're being held off the ground by this Umber Hulk. It's lifted them off the ground, but the Duergar they transform themselves to a huge size. They manifest as ginormous, and come on, bring it on! And the Umber Hulk gladly is only too happy to bring it on.
The dreaded question mark.
One of the Duergas has been slain. The other one is cast aside, and the Umber Hulk bashes through the wall to take its prey away and feast upon it. The Duerga instinctively swings his pick at it, but doesn't break through its shell. All right, Adrastia.
Alright, since Aravan's turn just passed, I think he gets another roll to break free of whole person.
Oh, right. On his, of course he does. That's at the end of your turn, Aravan. You can make a Wisdom save. It's the end of your turn. Still right. DC higher than 15, I imagine. Eldritch.
17.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was 17. That's like too hard. Sorry, not going anywhere.
Alright, so I'm gonna, as he's paralyzed, there's no real need for it, but I'm pretty angry at him, so I'm gonna knee him pretty savagely in the gut and then throw him to the ground and force the manacles onto him. Whilst muttering under my breath like a little brat. Calling me burnt elf. Who you think you are?
Pretty rude. We had a civil rights movement to prevent this. But anyway, Severin.
I believe I should call Child Protective Services.
Oh,
CPS.
you got me there. That's a good one.
I'll move 5 feet forward and I'll take my 2 attacks against the Duergar.
All right. What the? What? 9 in Dark Elf.
Oh,
Can
wow.
be allies.
1 and a 2. That's not very great.
Probably not going to do it. In fact, kind of humiliates you. Oh, you are not very good at this, are you?
Shut up! And I spit on him.
Uncalled for. Lucius, somewhere in the distance, you see Zemvrim fumbling and flambeering around. He kind of closes his eyes, spins around in a direction. It's not my fault if you get hit. Not quite like that, but it looks pretty comical anyway.
I can see a Durgar from here.
9!
I'm a blast his fat ass.
Not den Flammen werfen.
You're German. You're German. It's weird.
Oh boy, does it worth flamming.
You worth all the Flammen. And yeah, his beard is incinerated. He turns black. Unnecessary. All right, you have totally incinerated that Duergar, and his armor falls to the ground with a clang. You also hear munch, munch, crunch, crunch. That's full of protein coming from inside this hole.
Hey, well, I think we can guess what happened to Ariok and why she never came back.
Yeah, I hope it got fur balls.
Reminds me of that scene from Day of the Dead. Choke on 'em.
Hmm. He's changed his token.
All right. Let's go see this elf.
There's still munch, munch,
Rastia's
buzz, buzz, crunch, crunch going on. So, Keviak, do you just leave that Duergar to be feasted upon, or
He kind of turns to Sanj and like raises an eyebrow.
I'm completely invisible.
You turn to Billy, to Aldrich, raise an eyebrow. He raises an eyebrow back and extends his tongue and flicks it a little bit. Sorry, taking it too far again. Anyway.
Fuck it. He's at least gonna like go and check.
Alright, I'll put you here for the sake of it. That doesn't work either. I'll put you here for the sake of it. So that's what you see.
Right. Well, it's minding its own business at the moment.
It is, you know.
Keviak will hold his action to attack the thing if it comes out.
Roger that. Sandwich.
Kind of like walk up to these two behind them, kind of stop behind Zevran, and then like lean in between the both of them and kind of just say like, "What are we doing? Are we getting rid of this thing now? It's distracted."
But I'd rather get rid of it than have it at our backs.
All right, so that's 25, 30 feet there.
You won't be able to see it from there. You can see into
Yeah.
the cave, but you won't be able to see the creature.
I'm gonna dash. Use my action to dash, like there,
Yeah,
and I will end my turn there.
cool. I'll show you the scene just to give you a bit of a concept of,
Oh yeah, sure.
of what you couldn't. So you probably couldn't see it anyway, but you'd be able to see the Dwerger getting munched to pieces.
Yeah, sweet. And yeah, that's my turn there.
Aldrich.
The homunculus,
Oh.
I'm just going to have it quickly do a loop around the cave entrance
Oh,
to have
okay.
a peek in. So I can
Sure.
see to make sure that the Durgar's dead because I don't care about some mindless creature.
So yeah, it's a pretty small cave, but it's not that small. And there's a dead Dwerger in here as well as some other bones. It looks like the Umberhold uses it irregularly as its lair.
All right. And the Durgar is dead?
Oh, it's ripped to shreds. You couldn't raise it. You couldn't raise it from the dead.
Good.
I'm just gonna
even
hold my
aside,
action
Yeah,
to cast Toll the Dead if anything hostile appears.
beautiful, beautiful. How hostile are little boys? Not sure, but let's
Oh,
find
this
out.
one?
Aravan. Yeah, that's the
I
one I'm
guess.
talking about.
Whiz saving throw?
That's right. End of your turn, you may make a free wisdom saving throw, and you are welcome to fail. Alright, the Dwerger is dead. The Umber combat is over.
To be fair, DC 17 is pretty brutal.
It is. It really is. Like, I think adult dragons only have, 15 or something, maybe 17.
Yeah, So while I wait for the others to finish, I'll just sort of like inspect this small elven child. I'm like, is he a high elf? No, wood elf. No, wait. What kind of elf is this? I think to
Arctic.
myself.
Arctic, can he roll perception to see if he can see the writing? I'll describe
Sure.
it if you say he passes.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. DC 13.
So you want me to roll a perception check?
Yeah, sure. He's seen them. She's seen them.
What have I
You
seen?
might want to describe them,
Okay.
yeah.
Really faintly, all over my skin, you see what looks like words tattooed on my skin, like in the faintest letters, but they're not words you can understand because they're constantly moving and merging.
Curious. Yeah, I've definitely never seen an elf quite like this before. I'm intrigued. I can't wait for Lucius and Sanj to come back so I can grill them. Like, what the fuck
Yes.
is this?
Yeah, I'll start inspecting this elf as well.
A chunk of chainmail lands at Keviak and Zevram's feet. It's covered in blood and a bit of grey beard hair.
Doesn't like beards.
Well, it got sick of fur, so.
That's it. But you pair are just watching the entrance, are you, Zevram and Keviak?
Well, want to potentially flush this thing out, right?
I'm not sure. I thought it seemed that we were exiting combat, but we can certainly get it started again. So yeah, I shouldn't interrupt. So yeah, what were your thoughts?
But I just said I'd rather have this thing, or get rid of this thing, rather than have it be at our backs.
Yeah, Lucius, you look into this. I'm gonna help the other two.
All right.
Yeah, Lucius. Like, I've seen a lot of elves in my time, but not one quite like him.
All right. I shall inspect this strange elf and try and work out what they are.
Beautiful.
I'm just walking in circles around them, like poking them with a wand.
Crikey.
Didn't you say you're like 60 years old?
Yeah, but in elf years, that's 12.
Yeah, well, in human years, I'm only like 20 something. Let me see.
Do you have the physical appearance of a child?
Yes, I look like a 12-year-old elf.
So it's the only case where when a child says, "I'm older than you," they're actually right.
Do I need description, or do we just go on with it?
Go ahead. Yeah, he's inspecting him. So
Do
Oh,
I
well.
need to make a roll or something to try and figure out what he is?
I don't know what they are, so I don't know what to do about it. I'll just leave it up to you guys to work it out between you. Yeah.
Eladrin are elves that are native to the Feywilds.
Sure.
Like, they're normally, I don't know, let's see. They normally have a bit more vivid appearances, like colorful hair and stuff, compared to high elves and sun elves and everything.
Sure. Yeah. So you can make all of that with a nature check, but like specifically about the writing, I don't understand. But yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make a nature check. It'll be a DC 15 to recognize this as one of the subspecies of elf.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
my
you can't
armor
tell.
is. I have like leather armor, but
Cool.
it's rabbit fur that still has the fur on the outside, and my hair has. You know Jack Sparrow, how has all those things tied into his hair? I have that, but it's much more fashion.
Yeah, the study of elves is not my concern.
Particularly elven kids.
Yeah, nah.
I'll make an attempt to rack my brain.
You have advantage since you are a subspecies. You can't pick it either.
It just looks like some hobo moon elf.
Could have guessed.
Here we go. Hobo moon elf.
Well, as soon as Sanj and Zevram and Keviak get back, we'll decide what we're going to do with him.
Does the hold person wear off by now, or is this...
It's been like quite a few rounds.
Yeah, you'd be wearing up about now. Yeah, have you put the manacles on yet, or you're not going to do that?
Yeah, I did. I did put
Yeah.
it on, yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you are.
Well,
Yeah,
let me know when I'm unheld.
you're unheld now.
And I cast gaseous form.
All right, the
And-
child
and
has
as-
escaped.
And as I do, you see the letters flare up, get really dark, and roll through my fingers, and then I go into gaseous.
Beautiful.
I'll tap my crook and cast Dispel Magic.
All
I'm not
right.
sure
Well,
you
that-
could cast it regardless, can you? Because does it involve like physical like gesturing? Because I've manacled your hands behind your back.
You can still cast spells when your hands
Yeah,
are manacled. Yeah.
And I cast
Can you?
spells different than most people.
Oh,
Yeah,
how to find those cast spells.
it's not. Yeah, it's not hard. There's, I mean, there might even be a hard and fast rule, but I don't think there is. But I mean, if we're in a circumstance like this, all we're doing is fucking with each other anyway. So he turns Misty Step. Yeah, the
So
kid's
she
gone.
turns into a
am
gas
I
cloud. I
gassing?
look at Lucius like, fuck, Lucius, stop him.
The spells of the
Please.
spell
And
magic.
I move 2.
You move 2. The dispel magic takes care of there's only a 3rd level magic, so the gas form wears off. You fall to the ground. You are unshackled.
It's a very elaborate way of losing the handcuffs.
I
I stand up and brush off my clothes and stare at the burnt elf like, how dare you?
I'm giving you the same sort of how dare you stare. We're just staring each other down.
I throw a fireball into the Umber Hulk's hole.
All right.
Just right now.
Okay, so point your arrow and place your fireball. So I'll put something down there and I'll see how big your ball is, etc.
Yeah, if I can. So from where I am now, I have some semblance of vision into the cavern, right?
You do.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I would put it, if possible, there.
All right.
Otherwise, there. Like, if that's viable, I'll do it there. If not, there.
Pattern effect. Light source. Okay, so where's the first one?
That one. That one there. If that's a
Right.
viable option, I'll put it there. If not, here.
It certainly is. And we'll put down a 20-foot aura. Yep. Manages to just barely get it.
All right. So that's just at 3rd level. Yeah. So he fails 25 fire damage.
All right.
I am no longer invisible.
Roll for initiative.
Everyone?
Anyone who wants to.
I am not going to over here because if it's just one creature, I figure that'll be fine.
Yeah, why bother?
He says
Yeah,
right
we don't
before
bother.
the Umber Hulk takes over everyone's mind.
The Elmer Hulk bursts through the wall. Bang! And appears behind. Oops. Moving Keviak around by accident. There. Yeah, that's better. Cool. So the Elmer Hulk bursts through the wall behind Keviak. And it then unleashes a flurry of furious blows. A pair of claws and a bite.
1 hit.
All right. And you may retaliate. This thing just smashes its way through the wall. But at the start of your turn, you can't help but be affected by the confusing gaze of its eyes. Make a charisma saving throw. All right, you're perfectly fine, and you are looking into a bug-eyed monstrosity.
Keviak is going to make 2 reckless attacks,
Uh-huh.
and then let me roll those real quick.
Crunch. Well, I think the second one gets through as well. Yep.
Not raging.
Yeah, no worries. Of course, they get a good point, not raging. All right.
So 30 points of damage.
Some serious
And-
wounds, but not enough.
And then he's going to avert his gaze.
Cool.
And that'll be it.
All right. Your gaze has been averted as best you can. You swing your axe and attempt to look away. However, yeah. All right. No worries. So it's Zevram's go.
All right. Walk up and attempt to hit it with my sword. 15.
Not going to do it. First of all, though, make a charisma saving throw. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, no worries.
Good lord.
That's magnificent, actually. Truly beautiful. Not even have a paladin beside you.
The Umber Hulk is dazed.
Yeah, I reckon. Like, I'm going to help want your autograph.
Can it charm itself in the reflection of my beautiful eyes?
Oh, just about. It's going to kidnap you and take you away to its lair.
I flick my hair like a Pantene Provine.
Oh, be still, my beating thorax.
I will take out my wand of magic missiles and use 3 charges to cast magic missile at 3rd level.
All right. The wand of magic missiles ignores any sort of cover that's being provided by the wall or your allies, and it makes an excellent choice of weapon.
Yeah, I think so. Although, am I within range of its effect?
Certainly are.
Oh, okay, sure. So prior to doing that, it's a charisma saving throw. Is that right?
That's right. You're fine. You are all so lovely. Look at you all demonstrating your worth and self-confidence.
Cool. So that's 18 points of force damage.
All right. Oh, no, I didn't see the extra 7. Woo! You break off more of its chitin and it leaks on the floor. Up here, you guys are still having a casual conversation while this violence unfolds. Seeing as there are all these targets, but one has its eyes closed, the Umber Hulk attacks Keviak, giving it advantage on the attack.
Two hits.
All right. It starts ravaging into you, but you've still got your eyes closed now. Are you going to strike out at blind?
Yeah, disadvantage, I presume.
Sure is.
Then recklessly.
Ah! Not enough. Too reckless. Alright, Zevram. This creature is lining itself up to devour Keviak as he closes his eyes. Make a charisma saving throw.
Not the one.
I think you make him every turn.
Oh.
Creature starts within 30 feet. You got to make a save. DC 15. Unfortunately, roll a D8.
So wait, if I start within 30 feet.
Yeah, that's right.
Does that mean I need to have made the last one?
You did. You got a 27 or something on your charisma save. 28.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So I failed the saving throw?
You do. Roll a D8. Okay, on a 7 or 8, you make one melee attack against a random creature. On a 1, it's the Umberhulk. On a 2, it's a Keviak. A Keviak of your choice. We know that there are multiple.
Can I go odds and evens on a 6? Because I don't
Absolutely.
Like
no problem. If you have an obsessive compulsive disorder against flipping coins, absolutely.
So what's that?
Umberhulk. You break through determination and luck. Sanj, this creature is not relenting.
Yeah, I can holster the wand of magic missiles, pull out the Master Apprentice wand, and give it a ray of frost.
All right, you mean business, but
16.
not enough business, unfortunately.
Alright.
Okay, Keviak, vulnerable and blind, ripped into pieces. Ooh. Brutal. Keviak, as these great dish plate sized claws rip through your armor and into your flesh. How do you respond? Still
You know what?
blind?
Keviak's pretty fucking angry now.
Yeah.
So he's going to finally raid. Sorry, I'm doing the maths there for.
Good. Getting angry.
And he's gonna risk looking at.
All right. Opens his eyes. Charisma save.
Gonna spend inspiration.
Okay.
Fuck.
D8. I knew it. Roll either 1d2 or 1d6, taking the odds, as you prefer.
Odds Umberhulk, evens
Alright.
Evram.
Beautiful.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Zevram.
Reckless and raging. Ooh, that won't hit, will it?
It will actually.
Oh
Am
no!
I still confused though?
Yes.
Okay.
The confusion only lasts for your turn, though. So
Yeah,
so
because
specifically, it
I'm
says
wondering if I get my reaction or not.
no. On a failed saving throw, you can't take reactions until the start of your next turn.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, charisma save. Mr. Elentier, charisma save or avert one's eyes.
I thought it was still on Keviak.
I'll check what it does. On a 7 or 8, the creature makes one melee attack against the random creature. You're fine.
No longer confused.
Not a bit. You are whacked out of your senility by an axe. Thank you, friend.
All right. I will continue attacking this thing.
It's for the best. crunch. You break through its shell, and it's left as little more than an icky, broken creature driven by rage and frenzy and bloodlust. Sans, you're not sure what it's going to do next. You really can't tell.
Yeah, I don't like it, so kind of take another couple of steps forward. Replace the wands again, and I'm gonna spend the remaining 4 charges to cast Magic Missile at 4th level. This thing is bothering me, and then alright, so 23 damage.
And it just turns into a mess. There's shell and goo and claw everywhere, but no bones. Doesn't have any bones. A couple of eyeballs land beside Keviak's boot.
He kicks it across the hallway.
Doesn't roll as
Fucking
well as you'd
thing.
like. At least when it hits the wall, it explodes and pops.
Keviak, would you like one of these? And I kind of pull out a potion of healing from my bag, offer it to you.
Much obliged, friend.
No worries.
Rips the cork out with his teeth and just swigs the whole thing.
It's 2d4 plus 2 for you. Nice.
Sweet.
Alright, so what have we found out about this, the young lad here?
Very little.
What's your name, kiddo?
Kiddo.
I straighten myself out and stand as tall as a small 12-year-old can stand tall and declare my name is Aravan and I was sent by the Summer Queen.
Summer Queen.
As if that holds any authority. That's how I say it.
You went to summer camp? What?
Summer Queen. Summer Queen.
Is that like your guidance counselor?
The Summer Queen is so powerful that she can raise an entire forest in one wink and then burn it down again in another.
Why would she do that?
I decide not to answer.
More importantly, I've concerned as to why this Summer Queen's sending some child into Undermountain.
She picked from 4 from the best families and sent us here to sent us to your realm to investigate a new form of magic.
A new magic, you say?
So
Yes, it's a combination of metal and magic.
where are the other
Oh.
3?
I don't know. She sent them all different places. I was sent here.
You were sent to Undermountain?
Is that what this place is called? Well, I guess.
Peculiar. And what's all this this writing, this text on your skin?
It's a gift from the Summer Queen to assist me in my research.
Looks of a demonic nature to me.
You have a lot of experience with demons, obviously. Seeing what you're acting like.
I've killed a few.
Those were devils, Zevram.
What's the difference?
A very, very large one.
Do I know the difference between a devil and a demon?
Make a history check. It's a DC 15. You have advantage since you are a planer. Yeah, you know all about the difference. Essentially, one's lawful evil and one's chaotic evil. There's more to it than that, but that's the crux of it.
And I go into a long explanation the difference between devils and demons.
Oh, have you ever been told something by a kid who knows fucking everything about, say, dinosaurs or jet planes? And they really do. know an impressively large amount about one particular subject. That's what you're getting right now.
They're basically just reading you the transcript of that show on the History Channel.
Yes, but it's a transcript of the show on the History Channel that no other adult has remembered. No adult has remembered. So,
it's actually a transcript of the research they did to make the show.
Even better, yeah. It is easy to disdain that and to dismiss it, but when a kid really knows something, they really know.
Drastia, I can never tell with elves. Can you tell how old this kid is?
Definitely very young. But a smirk crosses my face. Still older than most of you.
But why you keep calling him a kid? He looks the same age as me.
When he says definitely older than you, I smirk too.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes. Hands up, walk away.
Regardless, the Portal Queen said that I should probably join with a group and I to do my research. So your group?
You say you're here to conduct research, huh? I suppose in a way, I am too. My name is Sanj, for the record. I extend my hand to shake it. To shake yours.
Is this a normal gesture that they would do in the Feywilds? I guess I shake it too.
I don't know. I see all the people from the material plane do this, so I've just caught on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I'll do it too.
It's our primary way of spreading disease.
I snatch my hand back.
Just trying to share his germs with you.
We do have a more enjoyable way if you'd like to try that. Oh, wait. No,
Aldrich,
no.
shut up.
No.
Well, I've already seen that for someone of your age, you have quite a few tricks up your sleeve. So I guess you can accompany us for a while if no one else is against it. And then my brow will become like extremely deadly serious. But call me burnt elf again, and you're dead.
Fine, you can join my party.
I'm just gonna kind of lean into Aldrich a bit and whisper to him, "Oh, we're really collecting an odd bunch now, aren't we?"
Carefully, you might sniff your hair.
I hope the boy can fight at least. I don't want to be a babysitter.
Oh my god, you'd make such a bad babysitter.
I'm great with children. I have good reviews on Yelp.
Hey, even the Temple of Leviathan has a daycare.
It does.
It did, didn't it?
Also known as the Dungeon and Stockade.
Yeah, that's correct.
Like, did you do your homework? No? Okay, let me get out the whip.
Well, that business aside, what are our plans from now?
I had spotted something earlier, shortly after we had started dealing with the Umberhulk, which is dealt with, by the way. We've taken care of that. So, what was it, Arctic? It was something about the ceiling of a room that was decorated.
It's like a musical chamber or something. You looked into a high voltage chamber, and I think you could vaguely make out maybe a piano or a set of big kettle drums or something, but you didn't go very far in. You just had them plants, and you don't know if that's where the Dwerga came from or not.
Yeah, it looked like just looked like a place. Maybe they played some music or something. There was a bunch of instruments we might want to take a look at. Could be something of antiquity there. Could be worth a fair bit of money. Should we wish to take it, of course, or we can preserve it. I don't know. I'm just merely giving us options. I don't know where I stand with the whole plundering thing just yet, but oh well. Money in the purse.
If we don't take it, someone else will, so.
Yes, you are right.
And do we notice Bjorn and Kaisia disappear?
You can't not notice it. The gate is glowing as if it is activated.
Oh, the northern one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because I remember we opened the southern one by casting silence on it.
Nice.
I move over to it and talk to the gate and ask what happened.
I'm afraid that your friends might be lost. I fear that they have gone too deep into Undermountain.
What do you mean lost?
I can't tell where they have emerged.
Well, doesn't bode well.
No. Let's finish our business here quickly. I'm not liking this trend of our companions disappearing.
No. That
Well,
reminds me.
I guess things get lost on the lost level.
Dun dun dun.
I'll prepare sending on the morrow, and I'll try contact the cat. But until then, I think we should just proceed.
Yes.
All right. There was still a tinkering coming from the western corridor room with the archers. Things are a
Yeah.
lot more quiet down here, which is where the Duergar who tried to ambush us came from.
I believe.
Is there light in this room down here?
The light from which room? Sorry, that one.
This here, because
Yeah, there is.
I
There
can.
is light.
Okay, yeah, because I can see light, but I can't see, so it's not like there's a token in there.
Yeah, good call. Yeah. I'd forgotten, but I'm glad you noticed. Yeah, there are. It appears to be a softly glowing pearl white light. The sort you might get from, say, a 20 or 30-watt light globe. In fact, there are 4 sources of light in this room now that you've entered it, and quite a bit to see. Okay. The hall has a 20-foot high vaulted chamber, so it arches towards the roof. It's carved out of solid rock. They must have gone to a lot of trouble to get at that angle. The room contains the following. It has 4 pillars made of quartz. Those quartz pillars are glowing softly, a dull, radiant light, similar to the TARDIS, for those of you who know such a thing. The Duergar footprints are here, but the Duergar have already left. There are some instruments here, which are what take your sight, no doubt. Protruding from the south wall, there's an organ, but the pipes are carved straight out of stalagmites. They incorporate the natural cave into the instrument. Its bench and its keys are made of polished gold and black marble. You could plunder them and get lots of shinings. There are 2 large kettle drums up against the west wall, and atop those drums is a shiny brass tuba. Tuba.
Is this another gate here?
There's also a gate. There is a gate embedded into the east wall. The archer's keystone has a hand-shaped indentation with a sigil representing magic scribed into the palm. Anyone who has even first-level magic knows the symbol of magic that is scribed into the palm. So yeah, there's a tuba, some kettle drums, an organ, and it looks like the Duergar left their treasure behind here. They've got a sack. Maybe it's a trap. Maybe it's a cloaker that looks like a sack, but it's probably a sack filled with gear.
I will use my mage hand to ruffle the sack, make sure it isn't anything other than a sack, like a mimic or something like that.
It's even better. It's 2 sacks.
Huh. That's handy.
2 sacks contain a variety of objects that have been plundered from either here within this room or elsewhere within.
More stuff I have to write in.
So I'll
Treasurer Lucius, get to it.
Can't you just cut and paste?
I can get it down. I've found it. So
I'll put it into unless you're putting anything in your personal, like taking it yourself. I'll put it into treasury. I've been doing it for the whole campaign, so it's easier for one person to manage most of it.
I'm gonna hang on to that statue, the pewter flagon sculpted in the shape of a gold dragon. I'll hang on to that one.
All right.
Cool.
So,
You can drink from a gold dragon. That's cool.
That is my thoughts exactly. I'm also gonna take my mage hand and I'm gonna like line it up with the hand on the keystone, if that makes sense. As if it's
Yeah.
like something like that. See if that does anything at all.
So say what you're doing again.
So like in those films where it's like, you're gonna put your hand up to the sensor and if it recognizes your like hand, it like opens the door. I'm thinking that I'm gonna line the mage hand up with the hand on the keystone and see if that has any effect on the portal.
The gate opens.
awesome.
2 for 1. I high five my mage hand and then make it dissipate.
Yeah, mage hand, yeah. It's excited. It does the metal symbol. That's how excited it is.
Does your mage hand do the la?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I investigate the pillar right here?
Actually, the mage hand goes and plays chopsticks on the ding 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 ding. Sorry. Can you investigate which? It's a pillar made of quartz and it glows softly like a pearl light. Yeah. Each of these 4 columns is pretty similar to each other.
Lucius, question for you. If
Yes.
we reduce this equipment and then place it into the bag of holding, what happens? Does it enlarge in there and it like falls out? I'm actually not sure of the interaction.
Which equipment?
The drums, the horn. It's probably worth a bit.
But if it enlarged in there, how would you get it back out?
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's probably possible, but I don't really want to fill the bags.
Okay, sure.
With
Yeah,
this
no
stuff.
problems. All right, cool.
Because I mean, we're getting a lot of really small valuables. I'll have a look at like this tuba and the drums and stuff to see what their quality is, to see if they're worth.
Yeah, cool. That'll be investigation, I expect.
Just a side note is that when we go back up to the surface, we had a lot of stuff we can sell to make money.
Side note, get it. Beautiful. Brass tuba. Missing its mouthpiece, so you can't play the fucking thing. It's worth about 30 gold pieces and weighs 30 pounds. Kettle drums. They're a pair of kettle drums. They are very loud. You want to like reverberate throughout all of Lost Level? Play these drums. Each drum's worth about 50 gold and weighs 100 pounds. The monstrous pipe organ wouldn't even be portable if you were a giant. You haven't tried playing it, so you don't really know if it works, but it looks like it probably does.
I might take out my tuning fork and just like tap the side of the piano and snapcast identify.
All right. There is nothing unusual about it, other than its exquisite design.
Okay.
Well, you want me to start prying the keys off of it?
I personally think that something like this is probably best left alone. I mean, look at it. It's huge. The craftsmanship is second to none.
Well, yeah, but we've done nothing but destroy works of art since we got here.
Yeah, I know.
And Lucius stares at Zevram.
What, you need to go to the toilet?
I just say
That was fucking
offhandedly
good,
that
man.
I say offhandedly the Dwargo will just take it anyway.
If we don't take it, the Dwargo will strip it bare anyway.
I suppose. I still hold my
Right,
reservations about it as well, but yeah, that's okay. I do understand.
If I were to use my thieves' tools to pry the keys off of this thing, how long would that take to collect all the keys? I assume the keys are the valuable part of the organ.
If you want to do it delicately, probably an hour. If you want to smash it open, probably a minute.
Oof.
Why don't you take the time to do it, and we'll rest in here.
You sure?
Well, yeah. I mean, if we're gonna do it, we may as well do it properly, and doing it properly is gonna take time. So let's use the time
Yeah.
effectively, I think.
I just worry that there are more valuable things in here and the Dwergar are going to get it while we're prying keys off of organs.
Honestly, I think the most valuable thing is the 3 gates we've discovered so far. Because if they go deeper into Undermountain, we'll find deeper levels that are even more likely to have not been looted.
But we're going to
Okay.
explore the rest of this place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Very
think
well,
we're
then.
not done here.
Right, if that's what we're doing, if we are going to short rest, then I'll pull out my thieves' tools and try to preserve the integrity of each key as I pry it off, so it
All right.
retains its maximum value.
All right. So we're camping here for an hour.
I think so. Yep.
All right.
I guess
We'll
because
do
I'm not
a
resting,
song of
I'm
rest.
not gonna
Correct.
the.
Yeah, that's right. You're working.
I'll do a song of rest, but I'll play very meekly on my
Yeah.
pan flute.
The soft drums of your lute. Are you using a lute? Is that what you use?
Pan flute.
Pan flute. The soft notes of your pan flute reverberate only gently through
But
the air.
I'm only doing like a 2-note song.
Very good.
Awful song.
Very good. Very, very restful.
Yeah.
Every now and again, I put in a third note.
He's basically playing the ba.
The last post.
He's basically playing the ba ba.
I should just do the countdown song. You know, the British TV show Countdown, when they get time to figure something out.
I know of it. All right. Jesse, you managed to remove 150 gold pieces worth of gold and 100 pieces of black marble.
All right. So I'll type that into the chat. So 150 gold pieces of black marble, or are they two separate things?
150 of gold and 100 of black marble.
Ah, okay. So, okay, yeah.
And again, this is actual gold pieces.
Not gold pieces, that's gold keys. But gold pieces and the are worth their weight in gold. Like
Oh,
a gold
yeah.
coin is worth its weight.
I meant like it's not gold dragons. It's not coins. It's pieces of gold.
Yeah, they're keys. Yeah, literally keys off a keyboard. You know, like teeth, if you wish.
Are you keeping them on you, or shall I put them in treasure?
How heavy are they?
I'm not sure how much does 150 gold pieces weigh. I don't know. There's 5 pounds of marble. There's 20 gold pieces.
Yeah, I can carry this.
I won't put it in treasury then. Make sure you put it in your character sheets.
The pipe organ, whose value is probably estimated in the hundreds of thousands of gold pieces, is destroyed.
Well, it's not like we were going to be able to move the whole thing up to the surface.
Exactly, and if you can't take it for 250 gold pieces, then no one should.
Well, Adrastia was careful to take the keys delicately
and you're going to melt the keys down and like coins.
Well, no, hang on. I'm going to inspect the stonework and everything, and then maybe me and Sanj can replicate this with stone shape
Not
in
possible,
our
really.
lab.
Like it's a naturally occurring phenomenon that the dwarves have taken advantage of. To replicate it would require like the equivalent of 2 million years of natural processes combined with the artmanship of dwarves over decades.
All we need to do is inspect some dimensions and then replicate it with magic.
And you'll be able to get something like it, but you won't be able to get the same thing. You'll get a copy. But ask Keviak if the Keviak he killed is the same Keviak as him. And now tell me that a clone of a magical variety is the same.
Well, I mean, if we ask Keviak and we ask Manchun, we'll get two completely different answers.
Manchun will say, well, I'd rather have your way because it's better than mine. Then again, mine behaves more so. Yours behaves pretty well too. Within reason. It does its job, right?
Hey, besides, we haven't even come to the conclusion that this is the real Keviak and Sanj yet.
But
what if they were the real ones?
But you are at least aware that there are multiple. So the point being, you've stripped it of its keys, taken its portable value, decided that the tuba is too heavy, the kettle drum's the same, and an hour has passed. It's about half an hour into the rest, the tinkering to the northwest, more or less stopped.
Adrastia, would you like a potion of healing? I have a few of them. I resupplied before we came back down, and I know you've been busy working on the organ.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Sanj.
Yeah, take it.
I will take it. I don't know. Did we?
Where's the dwarf gone?
Oh no, he's disappeared. We're all gonna get lost. Yeah.
Might have passed out or something.
So these pillars, you said they're made of quartz?
That's right.
Do they appear to be like the glowing is coming from the stone itself, like it's some unique type of quartz?
You can either make a stone cutting or an arcana check. It's not that difficult to figure out, but it's a good question.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out if it's a magical effect or a natural one.
It's a very simple one. It's just like continual flame, right? Basically, that's what it is. If you were to spell magic on this pillar, the magic would be gone forever.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's continual flame cast inside it. That's not exactly right. It's a good enough description.
All right. Well, I feel a little bit better. Shall we proceed and see what else we can find?
Yes, let's.
Excellent. The tunnel branches left and up.
Which way?
The branches are of a similar distance, with the left one being slightly shorter.
Is the and that tinkering sound had ceased?
Yeah.
Whatever the dwarg were looting, it appears they have finished looting it.
I say we continue down this way.
Very well. Do you want me to lead, or would you prefer to do so?
I don't mind. I can't hear any dwargar, so I'm kind of at ease. Besides, everyone else is quite close to us, and I'm confident that I could, absolutely roast someone. So it's no trouble.
Maybe this is where the Dwerga just were 1 hour ago. Who knows? It's a despoiled gallery. They've destroyed everything. There's the pedestals, the tablets, the easels, the dioramas. It's just been left as broken, ruined stone. Yeah, that's what this room holds. Ruins.
Right. Well,
Shame. Oh, for the record, Arctic, sorry. At the end of that short rest, I'm just going to recast my light cantrip.
Roger. So I don't have to adjust your light.
I don't think so. I
Cool.
might be set up for dark vision at the moment.
Right.
So
Yeah, you are.
yeah. So it'll
No,
be
no,
that.
all players have sight. No, you've got light. You got 40/20 light.
Oh, okay, excellent. Cool.
Yeah.
So there's just ruins in here.
What it looks like.
Do they look like these are pedestals for statues or something?
Correct. Yeah, and the statues have been destroyed or taken. One of the two.
I'd like to have a look at the pedestals, see if there's anything special about them.
Sure. Make investigation roll. Nothing. There's no valuables left toward the pedestals, right, Zevran? You don't spot any jewels that have fallen out of eye sockets, or even so much as a hand that you might fetch 25 gold pieces at a flea market for. And just as you kind of sigh and feel a little bit despondent, Zevram, you lean up against the wall, and guess what? Whatever it is.
Ooh. So I do I go through like a swivel door or
An illusionary wall, but as far as everyone else can concern, you've just done an Ariok or a Keviak. You've just like fucking. You're just gone. You're just like everyone, or a Bjorn, and you're just gone.
what do I see in this room?
Okay, so in this corridor, this is a. It looks like just another part of the same room that you're in. It's architecturally identical. There's nothing to see in here at all. In fact, it's just an empty corridor.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean,
like, thanks, Halasta. Good design.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to just make a hall to stump adventurers for half an hour. But there must be a purpose to this room.
Surely he can't be that insane.
Yeah. I'll sort of poke my head out of the wall if I feel like I can.
Yeah.
And say, "Hey, guys, I found something. A hallway."
Interesting.
oh,
Am I an illusion? Very fancy.
I was slightly mistaken. There is something in here that I didn't point out. There are a couple of niches hidden into the wall. They are difficult to see, so it's not even unfeasible that you didn't notice them at first. But there are little grooves within the wall. 5 grooves. Within 4 of these grooves are pieces of jade that are cylindrical and long, like kind of like a wand, right? Maybe too thick to be a wand. Anyway, there are 4 pieces of jade, about 1 feet wide, roughly 1 feet long, more or less, and they are spaced evenly. There is a 5th sector, but there's nothing in that 5th sector.
Oh, it's missing its rod or something.
Maybe. The 4 shards of jade. 3 of those shards have 2 jagged endings. One of those shards has only 1 jagged ending and 1 flat ending.
Okay. So it looks like maybe a piece has been broken off.
I didn't want to say it, but that's probably.
I guess I look around the room and I'll say, "This thing looks broken. Perhaps the missing pieces somewhere."
what even is this thing?
I'll take a look around for a bit of material that looks something like a jade cylinder.
Sure. Make a investigation.
Certainly.
You manage to find yet another secret door. It's another illusionary wall. I'm to the south.
Huh. Fancy.
This
Sorry,
illu-
I was
Yeah.
having connection problems for a second
Yeah.
there. What are these green things in here?
We think that they're probably 4 pieces stuff that has 5 pieces. There's chunks of jade about a foot long that probably intersect with each other, but we haven't confirmed that yet.
I'll pick them up and have a look, see if they kind of connect, like a broken
Yeah.
stick. You can put the parts together.
They do, but the
And,
top part is missing. It's like a 4-foot high staff that's missing its final jade top. Each piece would still be worth 100 gold, probably. You can even write that down if you want, 100 gold for each chunk.
Can I? So you said the top piece is missing. Can I mending the 4 bottom pieces together?
Yeah, and they are now delicate, but still, but intact, strong enough to lean upon, and it won't break.
So 4/5 of a jade staff.
Yeah, that's right. 4/5 of a jade staff, and mending works fine to make it whole.
And each portion was 100 gold. So as all 4, it's 400.
Yeah, that's right. Probably worth 1,000 once you get them all and they're mended.
I'm lagging on roll 20. Can you stick me with the rest of the token?
You were with the party, but they went walls, so like you couldn't see them, and nor can they. So walk to the west. Just walk like that direction.
I think you might have dynamic lighting restricts movement on as well.
But this one for some reason doesn't restrict movement.
Oh,
Like
okay.
that wall, I don't know. Maybe this level doesn't have restrict movement on it. I don't think, but that wall doesn't restrict it. So
Oh yeah, it's not on.
pretty hilarious. Eh? I'm not sure if that's coincidence or not.
Probably because of that very reason.
Yeah, it might be. In that case, it's surprisingly good design from Roll20. They don't, often get sort of nuances like that right. Anyway, you found some bones. Hooray! There is a dwarven skull. 12 bones which are rotted. They are swirling gently around each other in midair in the middle of this room that beyond the illusionary wall, the southern one. There is debris on the floor where the bones are circling. It looks like it was a coffer once upon a time, a stone coffer, but it's been broken. And finally, to the west wall, there is an empty niche. There might have been a coffer once resting there. Yeah, so there's these floating bones that are moving around. Everybody who's moved into the room, roll a d33.
Is that just the bottom room there,
That's
or
just the bottom room. All right, who got the lowest?
That would be me. That would be me.
It's pretty
Let's
low.
go.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
That's incredible. Wow. Well done. Wow. DC 18. Okay.
Holy moly.
All right. Something that the spirit attempts to get inside of you, but fails to do so. What does everyone do at that point? You see the bones rush towards Sanj, but somehow he prevents them. They just bounce off him like he's invulnerable to them.
I let out a shriek, and I'm going to dimension door back to the main chamber. The
rest of you?
Whoa! And then
you
just
run?
boom!
You really are like a squid.
You leave behind a small puddle of ink.
Yeah, once Sanj gets the fuck out. Keviak just turns around and runs.
I noticed that you haven't run, Aldrich.
Just going to hold up my holy symbol towards the skeleton and cast Toll the Dead.
All right. It has no effect, and the next round it attempts to possess you. Make a charisma saving throw. All right, you're perfectly fine too. It attempts to possess you, but you deny it the opportunity. The spirit is furious, disappointed, but it evidently cannot be defeated. Cannot defeat you. Do you remain in the room?
Yeah, I also will use Channel Divinity for Destroy Undead.
All right. The bones fall to the ground and are silent again.
The bloody hell was that?
The rattling has stopped, so I peek my head in. Aldrich?
I kind of just poke at the bones with my foot, seeing if they're gonna move again.
They don't seem to, no. No, you don't really feel like you've destroyed whatever entity this is or banished it, but you've dissipated it or nulled it. In any case, it's unlikely to attempt to possess anyone in the immediate future.
Are you still you, Aldrich?
Hey, you're not possessed, are you? A call down from the corridor.
I'm too strong-willed to be possessed by anything.
Good man. All right. Well, that was certainly interesting.
Is that everything for this room, or was there anything else in?
That's it, yeah.
So did Lucius mending the jade?
Yeah, 4 of the 5 pieces, and we don't have the 5th.
Right.
I wonder, Lucius, do we have a way of? Is there a way we could replicate, fabricate, an equivalent piece?
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, jade's a nice material. I'm collecting this kind of stuff. I mean, it's possible to make a staff, a special one. I've been collecting materials for some time now. Even without the tip of this one, I mean, 4/5 of a staff, and thinking perhaps combine it with a bit of blade crystal.
You could theoretically put anything on top of that, I guess, as the 5th part.
I'll just mix it around. Bit of blade crystal, maybe some dragon's blood. Beholder eye stalk as the core. We'll see. We'll see.
You guys are weird.
And you love it.
And you're stupid.
Hey. I look visibly insulted.
All right. Well, I think yes, the Dwerg beat us here.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
I suppose we'll keep an eye out for any more illusory walls.
Yeah, I will. If it means traveling a bit slower, I'll still dedicate the time to kind of keeping an eye out for
Sure.
loose bits of anything that might indicate, secret passage.
Cool, make an investigate roll.
We also have the Wand of Secrets.
We do.
Detect magic, maybe.
Yeah,
Pick it up.
but Wand of Secrets only has 3 charges, so it's a bit. We definitely won't be able to use it to search the entire level.
Sanj. There's a rumbling. There's a rumbling. It's coming from maybe the east. Maybe there's probably the east.
Is this elevated at all?
No, it's just a natural. It's just a beautifully carved path, but you can see the ground rumbling and it's rumbling more intently. The echoing,
Okay.
well, not really coming from the corridor so much as the walls.
I think there's something in the walls, everybody. I kind of step back hurriedly.
Yeah, maybe we'll retreat to the room we were just in for some more space.
I look forward instead of retreating. Like, what? What is it?
Can you not see the ground rumbling around you, Zevran?
I can feel it.
Does it sound like something burrowing?
It's stopped. Could have been though.
I
Oh,
walk off to the east.
All right.
Fuck.
Stop there.
Damn.
As a cave bursts out from behind you, the Hulk charges out. Does it have surprise? Yeah, it does have surprise as you because it's bursts out of the wall, and yeah, begins to unleash its attacks with advantage.
I can't see him. Is he dying?
Yes. No, not really. Probably only one of those hit. I think. Did one hit or not even one?
not even one, I don't think.
I think the last one hit.
You would all
That
definitely.
lady in the
advantage.
portrait.
I did it.
Is it advantage?
Yeah, for your surprise, as they burst out of the
Yeah.
wall and just rains down upon you. You're like, what the fuck?
23 will hit.
You would all hear this. The cave just absolutely erupts as the Umber Hulk bursts through the walls.
The fastest crossbow in Undermountain.
Indeed. Alright. Not sure where Keviak is.
Behind us.
Right. Oh well. Drastia.
Right. I'm gonna grumble like, God damn it, Zebra, and start running to go assist him. I see part of the creature now. Before I get any closer, I'm gonna close my eyes,
Alright, you're now blind.
and I will attempt to shoot it.
You have
from this
disadvantage. It also has +5 on its armor class from that angle.
Oh, rough. Good thing I've got really high to hit bonuses.
I think you have sharpshooter, don't you? So it ignores cover.
I don't know.
Oh, you can.
I have really high to hit though, so I'm confident in my ability to hit it even with disadvantage. And +5 to its armor class.
Beautiful.
Okay, so nice. Wait, 20?
20 on a
I have
critical
advantage.
fumble!
I have advantage on the initiative.
Oh dear, wow. I thought I was the only one that did.
Barbarian.
Yeah, they get it like level 7 or something.
Did they really? That early? Wow.
Alright, but before I start shooting, I'll also put. Wait, no. No, I won't. I won't put Hunter's Mark on it. I'll instead cast fire arrows as a bonus action. Oh, wait, that's a action. Okay, never mind. I will not do that. I'll just shoot regular bolts at it.
Bam, bam, bam.
Okay, so 32 on disadvantage. Oh, 30 rather.
Yep, it's a hit.
So 9 plus Dread Ambusher for 14.
Keep them coming.
I think you said before that it's not a
It's a monstrosity.
yeah, so I don't get any bonus damage to it. 20 on that one.
Yep, that'll do it. It's -5. That means you miss. It hits the edge of the thing and bounces off.
Alright, because I missed, I think that procs my Stalker's Flurry, which gives me an extra attack this round.
Cool.
21 on that one.
It will also miss. Keviak.
And one more.
Oh, another 4th? No worries. Cool.
Yeah, because of Stalker's Flurry.
Rightio.
Score.
Keviak is going to rage and with his shield and warhammer because he got fucking munched last. Come running in. As soon as he rounds the corner, he's gonna avert his gaze.
Alright, you are now blind. You can either move at half speed while blind or make an acrobatics check DC 5 to not have to fall over on your ass. Pretty easy, right? DC 5? Come on. Hardly worth even rolling. You run along blind. You are so used to doing everything blind drunk that physically blind is only... it's a fairly ordinary state of mind.
And 2 reckless attack.
Roger.
Baby.
No comment.
Wow, nice.
Crikey.
Yeah, he's pissed after that last one. Munched him so bad.
Disadvantage. Because you're blind.
Advantage because reckless.
Woohoo!
I love that you just swing normal because you're blind and reckless.
Yeah. I've literally just like head turned away flailing with the hammer.
It was brilliant. How much damage?
19 plus 3, 21 plus 28 plus 15. 30, or call that 31 plus 15, so 46.
Brilliant. 46. All right.
Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. It's you break this thing's shell open and it fills the world with screams. It turns to you, Keviak. It just forgets about Zevram entirely and unleashes all of its fury onto you. Reckless, 26, 22, 25.
Hit, miss, hit.
Beautiful. 22 missed. That's so good.
Yeah, let me modify it with the shield. My AC is 24.
Yeah, excellent. All right, Zevram, this thing is really copping it. But I'll make a charisma save. Yeah, perfect.
All right, I will 2 attacks.
Crunch.
And,
Crunch.
wow, 326s. The last one was obviously dot click, but
The last one was just your character just getting so excited.
for 26 damage.
All right. 1 in 8,000 chance of rolling 326s in a row. It's instead. It's like a bug that has been squashed against the floor. It's like a cockroach that you have splattered on the wall that is dragging its innards along the ground.
Put it out of its misery if I can.
Homunculus.
It's just
Happy?
going to be sitting on my shoulder for now, yeah.
You're happy. Sandworth.
Yeah, I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 5. As a bonus action, I'm going to give myself advantage. I'm going to lend some experience from the soul that I have as part of Soul Cage, and then give myself advantage on this attack roll. A 17. I'm not averting my gaze.
All right. You will need to make your charisma save at the start of your turn. Is that how it works? Only start of the turn, right? Creature starts its turn. Yeah, so you don't have to, so you're fine. All right, bam. You hit it with your Ray of Frost. Not enough to get through.
The 17?
No.
No, okay. Fair enough. Oh, good.
Or not good, as the case may be.
Hmm.
Aldrich, what if this boy runs away? Then you won't have a little...
It's okay, I'll find
I'm glad he got
I'm
cut
gonna
off
look
on
He got cut off by you. But anyway, Aldrich.
I'm gonna run down here, then I guess dash here. Yeah.
Roger, Roger. Aravan, now is your chance to get away.
I'm gonna move there, and that's it.
He's one of us.
One of us.
Lucius.
Shall move to there,
Brilliant.
and I shall cast a firebolt at this creature.
Indeed. But have you got what it takes? Evidently not. Drastia. This creature is ripping 7 shades. No, actually, it's being ripped. We have utterly dominated this thing. But are you within 30 feet? See, I think you would be.
I
yes.
am,
Yep.
but I'm closing my eyes.
All right, you are
So-
blind.
Okay, so I can't exactly hear what, don't know exactly what's happening, but I can hear a lot of insectoid squealing and a lot of steel carving through flesh, and the cracking of carapace breaking. So I think we must be doing pretty good.
True enough.
So with that in mind, I'm gonna risk opening my eyes.
Oh, charisma save.
Charisma save, not my strong suit. But
Charisma save. Oh, you should have more confidence, for you are beautiful.
Alright, and I'll just step forward a little bit to have a better shot on it. And stand right here so I don't accidentally shoot Kaviak. And thread the needle.
Indeed, it couldn't be an easier strike. Close range, clear corridor, ambient darkness.
I think I have darkness advantage because Sarge is behind me and he's got his light cantrip activated.
Doesn't matter.
Kathunk. I like to think that the bolt lands where its head joins its body, where there's a lack of carapace, just sinks right into the soft flesh there and hits something important.
That's right. It's brain in inverted commas. If you wish, you can explore deeper into Underdark by following this random tunnel. What do you say, guys?
Sure, let's go. Yay!
We will have to depart the Undermountain, fortunately. But if you wish to follow this random tunnel somewhere into the Underdark, all roads lead to Menzo Baranzan, or so I'm told.
Don't tempt us, we might actually go off the rails like that. You never know.
No, dream on. Dream on. Lucius is not going into the Underdark with you.
We still have looting to do here as well, don't we? There's a lot more to go.
I was just kidding anyway.
Ah, getting excited for nothing. Right, Zevram, you are at the front, for you are surely the most brave among these entrepreneurs.
That's one word for it.
Yeah, it's my word, Zevram.
I've got another one that starts with S and ends with Tupid.
I will continue on.
This is a pretty boring room. This is one of the most boring Undermountain. It's so boring that I am just going to cut and paste the entirety of the description. There you go. There it is. That's what you found. Just so that you know that you're here. I'm even going to bring the number out. I put it on the bottom. Sorry about that. It was a number 38, I assure you.
Okay. All right. It's just very decorative, I guess. Sure.
Apparently not. Apparently it's not even decorative. It's just empty.
This is like
Alright.
when an architect wants to look different, but all he does is, warp a few walls and that's it.
Yeah, that's probably it. Or maybe once upon a time there was an adventure or a quest to be had there, but that was in 1352, and you should have come 150 years ago if you wanted to interact with that particular room. All right,
This windy tunnel looks promising.
Perhaps it does. This is. You can continue towards the left or towards the north, following hallways carved by probably dwarven hands, or you can continue, or you can find this other natural tunnel, probably created by an Umber Hulk, maybe not, that leads deeper into the Underdark.
I have no qualms about going deeper into the Underdark, but I'm sure our objectives lie here for now.
I think so. I agree. We have we've come here to do. We had a goal in mind. We should stick to that.
I'm just wondering. Maybe let's give it a minute, and I'll send my homunculus down one of these tunnels, because that one looks a bit different to the having an Umber Hulk burst out of the wall.
It's
It could lead
certainly not.
deeper into.
It's not fresh. The observation is important, perhaps a distinction. It's not fresh. It's been here probably only a month, maybe only a week, but certainly more than a day, which perhaps makes it more of a trail than a tunnel. I don't know.
I turn the homunculus invisible.
All right.
Yeah, and I'll send
Isn't
the
your homunculus dead?
Mine is.
No.
Lucius is.
Yeah. Oh, you
Yeah,
turn his
mine.
one invisible, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I'll send it down.
All right. Yeah. So you could just send him down there at your leisure. Give him an investigate roll, perception, or a stealth if you want to. Otherwise, we'll just assume that he's buzzing along, Mary.
This is stealth.
Yeah, he's buzzing
Oh.
along. He's singing a song. He's like, "Oh harmony, oh harmony." Anyway,
Investigation. Do I use mine or his? Because I share my senses with him and I'm controlling him.
or his, because like his eyes aren't as glossy as yours, and his fingers are little stubby, mechanical things. He fumbles a bit. Doesn't find anything. As you can see, you've gone through a conjunction, a convergence where 3 or 4 tunnels all meet at once. And you're continuing deeper, 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 deeper.
So is that tunnel there going down?
Woo! Is it ever going down? It's going so far down that it probably goes to a totally different level of Undermountain.
Alright, I'm gonna check out these branches as well. Okay, that goes back into Lost. And that looks like it does as well. Alright, it looks like we might have found a way down to the 7th level.
Oh, that's pretty
7.
cool.
It is. Assuming that is where it goes, it is pretty cool. However, it does beg the question as to why the lost level wasn't looted from below, but that's hardly a question we can answer today.
I mean, I think if it's a random tunnel into the Undermountain that's been here for a month, it probably would have been looted by Drow or something already. That said, we don't even know what's on the 7th level. So.
Hmm. Or if it was merely just a week that this tunnel has been here.
Well,
Oh, I thought you said it looks like it's been at least a month.
A week to a month, somewhere more than a day. Yeah, it's been. They've used it as a thoroughfare multiple times. So yeah, it could be up to a month, but it probably wouldn't be any longer than.
Should we head north or west?
West, maybe?
West it is.
Sure, that sounds fine. Any sounds of any more tinkering coming through at all,
Oh,
Arctic, having made our way
interesting.
through?
Good question. Make a perception check.
Perception. 5.
No, you don't spot anything. You don't hear anything. It's silent. It's quiet. Okay, Zevram, you've walked into this room in an area that has some. Okay. This is a bit difficult to explain. Okay, this room just ends in a smashed door. That's all there is here. There used to be a door here. The door has been utterly destroyed.
I can see onto the other side of Momentum.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
The door is
So
no
it's
longer there.
So it looks like the frame of a door, but the whole frame has just been smashed.
Yeah, that's right. Well, barbarians obviously came through here.
or an Umber Hulk, as we've seen them do many times before, smash through walls.
Could be an Umber Hulk, but I'm going with barbarians. They don't know how to use
Keviak
those.
has one life motto: when a door says push, pull. It's not directions; it's a challenge.
Well, I guess I'll make sure that it looks structurally sound before stepping through.
Excellent. Make an investigation roll in that case. Yeah, looks structurally sound, right? Looks all good, right? You've walked into a strange room. This room has a pair of levers. You from here actually, it's more a bit further down. So I'm probably being a bit preliminary when I explain it, but nonetheless, the room that you're about to enter has a large pit in the middle of the floor. Pit's 10 feet wide, 30 feet long, 20 feet deep. Has a fine layer of dust and rubble on its floor, and there are 2 stone levers which are elsewhere in the room. You probably can't see them from where you are, but once you start looking around, you'll no doubt find them. So that's what we've got in this room, presumably you go south.
Yeah, I mean the thing to the east looks like it might just meet up with the other tunnel. It looks like it was similar, I guess, fashion.
That's correct. It does look like something's burrowed its way out of that wall.
I'll go to the edge of the pit and see if I can see anything within it.
Yeah, the pit doesn't seem to contain anything, but there are a couple of levers further down, down here. But the pit appears to be empty except for a little bit of rubble and some dust.
Okay, I guess I move down further and say, "Hey, Sanj, Lucius, or Aravan, you're a smart kid, right? There's some little doohickeys on the wall here."
You can't read Dwarven, can you, Zevram?
I cannot.
All right. Any one of you guys who go down there can?
I believe so, yeah.
All right. Lift the first lever is in the up position. It has the word crush inscribed above it. The second lever is in the down position. It has the word lift inscribed above it.
It's a car crusher.
Could the dwarves have been using this to, I don't know, crush their trash? To crush their trash?
Yeah, it could almost be like a garbage disposal system. Yeah.
Had some water on my mouth as I was speaking.
I'm actually quite curious. I want to
Yeah.
see what these do. Are we? Is it okay? Like, I imagine it has something to do with the pit, right?
Yeah, if I
Like
had to hazard a guess,
or is this?
Oh.
No, go on.
if I was to hazard a guess, perhaps if you were to push the second lever and into the up position, the pit would elevate.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. Let's you know what? Let's find out. I'm gonna do it. I'll use my mage hand to pull the second lever up.
The floor raises. There is no longer a pit.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm satisfied. That's that's cool.
Can I look at this wall?
Yeah, it's a door.
It's a door.
That's right. A closed, locked, unbroken door made of wood reinforced with bronze.
Oh.
You are able to open the door. You look inside and you can see that there is another gate, another arch gate at the edge of the northwest wall. There are also 4 stone bunk beds pushed against the walls of the room. Beds made of stone, dwarves.
I'll let everyone know.
I see. Well, now that the pit has raised, I'm gonna declare that I'm gonna go pick through the rubble, see if there's anything of value, and please don't touch the lever.
Oh fuck!
Like,
I keep a sharp eye on the new fellow while Adrastia is sorting through the rubble.
All right, make an investigation roll, Drastia.
hey.
Hey.
You find nothing of value.
Oh, what a waste of a crit.
I
Oh well.
I am going to use. How tall are you, Keviak?
Uh-oh, don't move, nobody move.
Oh,
Okay, let's all be very sad about what's
oh no, what's happening?
happening.
Could
Why
you be
does
standing on the pit and
who?
pushing the lever?
It could be, but that doesn't explain why 2 tiny little beads of phosphorescent fire have thrown themselves out of this room to the northwest and have suddenly appeared in front of you and exploded in cascading fireballs.
Oh,
Oh damn!
Double fireball?
Double
That's even
fireball?
worse than a single fireball.
That's pretty fucked up, isn't it?
Christ.
Let's I get to put the second door in, but I'll put the second door in. I'll make it a different color. All right. Can you see those?
Oh yeah!
Woohoo! If you are caught in
I think-
those, you may make 2 dexterity saving throws.
Holy
I'm
Jesus!
gonna roll up my character.
Fuck!
And we can roll for initiative after.
Okay.
Oh no.
I might use my inspiration on that second roll.
Alright. 1 and 2. Oh, they're GM layers. I'll reroll.
Looks like Sanj and Zevram passed both, while Lucius and Arvan failed both.
Boom, boom.
Oh boy.
I can't see them. Did they come up? Oh, they didn't, did they? There we go. Boom and boom. That's better.
Brutal.
Oh, that first fireball. Wow, 4 ones. Damn.
Do neither of you have absorb elements prepared?
Nope. You better believe I don't.
You terrible wizards.
So 23. What's that? 11 and 14.
Yeah, for a moment there, I thought I was dead when you said nobody move, because I thought like a spectral
was
hand
you.
was going to appear and pull the crush lever.
Yeah.
Was it me that triggered it?
No. So everyone roll initiative, and then I'll describe what you see. So, Sans, you're the one who has the best view. You might be the only one who sees, in fact, actually, from the angle. But you're looking into the room. A pair of creatures have become visible. They are crouched up near the edge of the arches, as close to the arches as they can get. And they look very much like amphibians with kind of appendages, wing-like appendages under their arms and spikes going along down their back. They're an ash grey colour, and they look at you with cruel smiles.
Ugh.
Oh. Damn. Kind of like recovering from these 2 fireballs, I kind of glance back into the room, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to turn around and slap some guano and phosphorus together and throw a 5th level fireball into that room.
All right, you will hit them both. They both have advantage on their saving throw.
Sure. DC is 17.
Good for one, not so much the other.
And that's what, 33 points of damage? Yeah. Kind of like hug the wall, like, oh, the motherfuckers. Oh, there's 2 in that room. And that's turn.
Okay, Keviak. The chaos has broken out to the southwest.
Kiviak will come running in. He's going to use his wing boots to just fly over the traffic.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is Lucius trying to see how far away he can dimension door?
Yes. It's a fair distance too, 500 feet.
And he's going to get right up in this thing's face and rage, I suppose.
Beautiful. Blah, 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 says to you. Blah, 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 blah. It seems a little bit surprised, but, you know, I guess it should have seen it coming. All right, that's the end of your turn. You just dash?
Yeah.
All right. Drastia, you probably caused all of this. You didn't, but that's what you probably think.
Jesus. Well, I'm gonna move up 20 feet. I can see one of them now. Gonna do 25 feet. Oh, there's the other one. I'll levy 3 bolts into the one that Keviak is not fighting. I don't have advantage because Lesage has got his light cantrip like 10 feet away from me. 16.
Ooh, let's
Christ,
see.
Sans.
Not enough.
Why can't Sans just learn to see in the dark?
Why didn't you evolve that way, son? Why did you evolve to swim?
That's better.
It is better? Considerably better. Which one? The one that was badly burnt or the one that Keviak is dealing with?
The one that Kiviak is not fighting. So, this one. So it's 6, 7, 18 piercing damage, and if it's a thing, it's +4 for 22. If it's a aberration.
It is an aberration.
All right, 22 damage,
Whoa!
and another.
Oh.
Ooh, for 14, 18 damage on that one,
18.
and one more. That's a miss as well.
Not even close. Aldrich, you are on the edge of a 10-foot deep pit.
Before I end
Uh-huh.
my turn, I'm going to use a bonus action to move back to where I was out of fireball range.
Adrastia goes within sniffing range of your Aldrich.
I'm gonna run by her and go. And that will inspire me to
It inspired
not
me.
missing my spell, and has the top, the one to the north been damaged?
Pretty severely. The other one, not so much. Alright, it has advantage on the saving. It's fine. Dong! I wonder if the Dwerga heard that. Aravan, you are crispy!
I am running to there.
Alright, Adrastia, you have acquired an elf.
All right.
Is that all you do, Aravan? Just run there and perhaps dodge?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, you will have advantage on dexterity saving throws should more fireballs affect you.
You remember that room that was behind the illusionary wall that had the 4 pieces of the jade staff?
I really feel that you've found your spiritual animal with this character.
Lucius Dimension Door's over there.
You are as safe as can be, except for the fact that there's like a spirit trying to possess you about 15 feet over there.
Aldrich did his Destroy Undead, didn't he?
Didn't he?
Yeah, he did his Destroy
Did he?
Undead in there.
Didn't he? Right?
Yeah,
You're safe, right?
Uh-oh. It may not have worked.
Alright.
But yeah, I'll need you to put me back down there because I cannot see the location, but I know it's within 500 feet, so I'll Dimension Door.
Yeah, no worries. Yourself, did you?
Yeah, I just deleted my tokens. I'm not going to be in that fight anymore.
Too easy.
I got 5 hit points after the dual fireballs.
Were
Lucius
you?
is like, fuck off out of there.
Oh, nice. You got, did you? Roll a d12. Don't roll a 1, for God's sake. There is no rumbling in the wall.
Oh my god.
We'll get split open, preyed upon by amber hawks.
Yeah.
Amber hawks.
It's a recurring theme.
That's
It's
exactly
alright.
what's going on.
This is just a transit point because Willow Wood's still more than 500 feet away from where we were.
It certainly is. Have you tried to teleport between levels yet?
No, we have not, and I'm not going to risk it on 5 hit points, which is why I went to a halfway point, and then next round he'll be Dimensioning Door to the entrance to Willowwood.
Alright. Grace Lard unleashes another pair of fireballs, so I don't know why I bothered to delete those ones. I really should make up a fireball token.
I'm very happy I saved my bonus action to run back over here.
Boom. And I'll just put a pair of them basically right there.
Drastia only just out of range.
Yeah, even actually the boy's out of range too. Just yeah.
It's meant to be 20 feet. That doesn't look
Is
like
that only
20
20? Maybe it's been put in the wrong part of the.
So is it just the one slot?
This is 2.
Oh.
So I just put the 2 fireballs down together. We'll say it's there. They don't. They're not trying to necessarily go for the other guy anyway. They're just aiming in a convenient spot. So it's I'll check that is 20 though.
It's definitely not 20.
It says it's 20. It might Does it, okay, where does fireball land, on a square or a point?
On a point.
Okay, if it's a point, then the point will be this one. And that doesn't hit the
Yeah, the aura is not centered on the tokens. That's what was getting me.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because the token is reduced into the square, not like in the middle of the square.
Yeah.
But that's roughly what the radius is.
It hits these 3 characters anyway. 2 fireballs, 2 dexterity savings.
Uh-oh.
Wrong spell, Arctic.
Oh, whoops! Nice. Well done.
I will use inspiration on 1 save.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Well.
Jesus.
And Sanj is killed. Severin.
I am down by 5 health. Yeah.
He's like actually killed, or does he just go down?
It's hard to tell, isn't it? It's like smoked salmon from where you're standing.
Pretty much would be, yeah.
Do
Jesus.
you serve frog legs?
My
Only if we killed Grey Slud.
Yeah, really, this is kin on kin. Like, it'd be poetic if Sanj died at these things' hands.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, hold on. I have.
Are you on 0 as well, Zephyr? I didn't
Wait.
Yeah,
I'm
you have a
fucking
Dragon Rider shield,
remembering
don't you?
something. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Does it give me fire resist?
Or was it the cloaks that did that?
So it just must be the cloaks and the armor.
Well, I think the last shield I had gave me fire resist.
Yeah. This Dragon Rider shield came from somewhere else. I'm pretty sure. Like you used to have a shield that was made of red dragon hide.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I don't have fire resist. Never mind.
All right. So 14 for your death save, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're hanging in there. Sanj, death save. Hanging in there. Caveat.
Caviar kills boss! And lays 2 reckless attacks into the slot.
You make slard salad. Just came up with that one on the spot. It wasn't rehearsed.
Yeah. It was bad. It was gonna make me feel bad.
23.
That's right.
Yeah. Cool. Both of the slides are beginning to look beat up, but they have a strong hold on this world. They're not going anywhere yet. Now, Drastia, the adventure is over. The party has fallen. The Undermountain campaign has ended.
I was starting to think Lucius might have had the right idea.
The last level has beaten us.
And turn to Aravan and say, "Are you capable of magical healing?"
Yes.
Okay, then would you kindly see to my companions while I deal with this threat?
Done.
Elves, man, like even in the middle of a massacre, they are so polite. Such culture,
It's a mixture of politeness and
arrogance, disdain.
yeah, disdain. Right, so let's see. I'll move 15 here. Oh, I just barely can't see any of them.
Yeah, be careful to trace your arrow too, rather than relying on the dynamic lighting, which is flawed.
So 20, there's one.
That's a good
Yeah,
shot.
I have a straight shot to him. So I'm going to try and finish off the one that Kaviak is fighting to free him up to go after the other.
All right.
And he's within... Yeah, he's close enough. So I'm going to use my last first level spell slot to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Magnifico.
Since Sanj is unconscious, is his light
Yeah,
cantrip still
I
going?
looked into that. I think it remains because the only way it ends, according to this, is if I cast it again or dismiss it. So I don't know.
Yeah,
So I
that's
don't-
correct. Light persists. Yeah.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. I'll just make do with normal attacks. Right, so I should have a Hunter's Mark crossbow attack set
Because you're
up,
not
so let's try it.
concentrating on it, you see. Yeah. Bam.
Yeah, it looks like it's working.
Beautiful. A good strike. You weaken its
That's
hold on this
22.
world. 22, was it? Right.
Yeah, 22 with that attack. Ooh, yeah, that's what we want.
Hey!
And 24 on that one. Alright. Yeah, that's it.
Holdrich. These people. They were your friends.
Oh, I used the wrong attack there. That second attack was a regular thing. It didn't have Hunter's Mark damage. Mind if I roll that now?
Go ahead.
Alright, so is Hunter's Mark doubled on a crit?
Mhm.
Yes, all dice are.
Yeah, so it would be 28 then, I think, instead of 22. No, it was 24, wasn't it? So it will be 30.
Holdrich.
I'm going to kneel by Severin and I'm going to place my hand on his forehead and
He looks
my hands
so
will glow.
innocent, so childlike.
I will brush his hair and heal him for 11.
That hair is fine, like the softest threads of wool.
And then I will turn around and get close to Sanja's ear and let him know
Sandra's
what
ear is a moist hole.
I will go up close to the moist hole. I will sniff the moist hole and whisper, "Have you heard the good word of Leviathan?"
It smells like
My eyes shoot open. Oh, thank you, Eldridge.
That's the end of my turn.
And what a glorious turn it was. Haravan, you're not sure what you just went.
No shit. This poor, 12-year-old kid.
Please don't heal me.
And I don't know if I want to know.
Falling in with the wrong crowd.
And I will cast.
I need an adult.
On Zev,
All right.
and then move back.
Any reason why you chose the half elf and not the Vidalcan?
he's more in line with the next shot. Why are you making these
Practical.
moral decisions? Jesus Christ!
I don't know. I like probably elven superiority complex.
Yeah.
Grace Lard Fireball. Unfortunate, everyone.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really unfortunate.
I wasted a spell.
I guess so.
He said he's out.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
well,
fully expecting more fireballs.
I was too, honestly.
I'm hoping for them. All right. The Grace Lard launches itself over towards Ken and position itself there. That's a good spot. And it will unleash the power of fear. Fear! Fear! Fear. Do you fear, Kevia?
Depends whether he's raging or not, I guess.
Or passed out.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Sorry about that. I'm AFK. I'm on my AirPods.
You are
yeah,
forgiven.
Keviak's raging and the immune cookie.
The Slard is shocked and terrified of its of it. The fear is reflected back upon itself. Have we underestimated this dwarf? Should we have dealt with him earlier? But they have no time for these quandaries. Instead, they just
Sorry,
uh-huh.
I said the answer is yes.
The answer is yes. You are reckless. The answer to that is yes, I imagine.
Yeah, sorry. If you would roll them off my sheet, 2 reckless warhammer attack.
It's not your go.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have been attacked. So they attempt to fear you, doesn't work. The other one just does something more traditional, attacks you with a greatsword. 19, 22, and 25.
25 hits.
10 points of damage halved to 5. A minimal, insignificant blow.
Roger, roger.
You're relying on your ass, Zevram.
I will use half my movement to get up, and then I will reach into my boot as I do so and produce a dagger, and I will move forward 10 feet, 15 feet, and then I will throw the dagger at this slug.
All right.
There's the attack.
You look foolish.
Damn. I was really hoping that would hit because now I can't get to him. Shit. I guess with. Oh, I have a second dagger. Can I use that?
Absolutely.
All right. I will then go and throw the other dagger.
All right.
Hopefully that one. Yes.
Yeah,
You look like you meant it all.
And I will then use my mobile flourish on that. So first of all, I crit for 7, and then another another 5 on top of that. I push him 5 feet, and then I can immediately use my reaction to walk up to my walking speed.
Lovely. Zippity doodah.
So he's pushed back 5 feet.
Oh, he's pushed back. Sorry, I didn't register that. Yeah, beautiful.
And then I move up to the.
Blah, 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 blah. He protests.
So I basically throw the first one, missing, but it causes enough of a distraction for the second one to land true and make him stumble back 5 feet as I continue rushing forward.
It's such a small weapon that makes such a hulking 1-ton creature, half a ton creature stumble back. It is impressive.
Yeah, so lying on the floor, with my bonus action, I will expend the last use of that soul that I had captured. As I release it from its cage to regain 2d8 HP, and I thank it for its service as it leaves.
I face oblivion and destruction and annihilation!
I will stand up, and then with half of my movement, go to here. That's 10, and then let's see. The one that is most north of Zevram, I am going to extend my right hand. I'm going to cast Blight.
Con?
That's a Constitution save. That's right.
It's too tough.
Succeeds. Yep. And I think it's half damage on a saving.
Say so, yeah.
I think so. Yeah, half as much damage. Yep.
So weak.
And then I'll go 5 feet into the room.
Keviak, these are overbearing.
Keviak's friend and employer has been struck down by this creature, so he's gonna lay 2 reckless attacks into it. And if you wouldn't mind rolling those for me.
All right. I shall give control of Keviak to all players, and whoever wishes to roll it may do so.
I don't want to be responsible.
Anyone?
Sure.
All
I'll
right.
That's fine.
Very good.
So what are we doing here? 2 reckless attacks with the one-handed warhammer.
Woot, woot.
Yep, just click Warhammer twice.
You're pretty good at deferring attacks, Keviak.
Both hit.
Yeah.
28 and a 25.
All right, just roll damage twice.
Yeah, that's all gone through. So what's that? 18, 6 is 24, 27, 32.
The Slard is holding on to its grip on the mortal realm by a very thread. You can see it destabilizing, like it flicks in and out of existence, flashing and appearing and not appearing. It starts to panic. No, I don't want to go back to limbo!
Why'd you attack it?
And yeah, that'll be Keviak's turn. Thank you.
You are welcome. Lucius.
Lucius will have dimension door to the entrance of the level.
Roll a
There.
D100. Don't get a 1 or a 100.
Oh.
You find a black bear that runs away.
And yeah, so if he can get to that tunnel and back up to Willowwood, he's going to find himself a spot to put down a tiny hut and wait for everyone to come back up, assuming they do. If they're not back up within 24 hours, he's like, oh, they're dead.
Yeah, as you're settling your little tiny hut, you get disturbed by an awakened tree, but it recognizes you and offers to guard you and be a vigil while you do whatever human things like poo that you have to do.
I will thank him for his assistance, as I am borderline dead right now.
Oh, well, if you do die, then please die near my roots, and I will decompose your body.
Yeah, and please shit near my roots as well.
Yes, I thought that went without saying.
It's like when someone asks, "Are you gonna eat that?"
Yes. Oh no, it is. It is just like that.
I'm going to start rolling up a goblin from the goblin market because I'm not sure Lucius will come back down here again.
Fuck this place. Drastia.
Okay. Let's see. Using 30 feet, I can just get here. And I will attempt to shoot the one I marked earlier to the west of Zevran
Beautiful.
for a 25.
Well and truly.
4, 15, 16, 17, 19 piercing on that one.
19 piercing is a grievous wound on which one?
The one to the west of Zevran that I
It-
hunter's marked.
Oh, it is gone. It vanishes from our material plane and is sent back to its own home world.
Alright. So I've got one attack left. Can I, as a bonus
Uh-huh.
action, move my hunter's mark to the other one before I take my second attack?
Pretty sure, yeah. No,
No, it's
No, you
subsequent
can't.
turns.
yeah. There's a particular wording that makes it not possible.
Very well. I'll just shoot it with a regular attack.
Roger,
Oh,
very regular in.
for 20 damage on that one.
Weakening its grip as well, but not sending it into the wall.
Alright.
Eldritch, you can't help but be aware of just how much Leviatar loves you to bless you with all this pain around you and giving you the ability to heal that pain. Surely the best way to make friends is to watch them die and then just bring them back just before they pass over the edge. That's my opinion.
Going to run here. Cast Toll the Dead.
Advantage on its saving throw is not going to be enough, and the bell tolls. It is driven back to limbo, and once again, Aldrich shows why we keep him around.
Alright. Is everybody okay? Still
Not-
standing? Still
Not
breathing?
Lucius. Lucius was bumped into another dimension. He's gone.
I don't know where he would have gone, but I mean, he's always been very upfront about his procedure.
Yeah, I expected nothing less.
He caught
not-
the full brunt of both of them
I know.
fireballs.
I'm not calling it out. I'm literally
Uh,
just saying, yeah, like it's been made abundantly clear
Yeah.
that's what would happen. Yeah.
On the
Sure.
contrary, that's right. It's like people are saying, "Look, he laid it on the line from the start," and who can blame him? That's the vibe that I'm getting at least.
Just so you know, right? I had 5 hit points left after that first round of fireballs. My max hit points are 57. That second round of fireballs did 65 points of damage.
Yeah,
I would have been killed outright.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Mhm.
If it hadn't been no, not quite, because they weren't just one attack. You would have suffered 2 failed death saves, because neither of them was like equal to your negative hit points. I think that's how you die. I might be wrong. I think that's how you die. Maybe it's
Either way,
about time to
there
find
would have
out.
been a very high chance of me dying in that
Mm.
situation.
Absolutely.
And Lucius is not going to hang around for that.
Yeah. I should be quiet.
I begin crying a little bit, and I'm like, Sanj, please, you need to help me.
What is it? What?
My
What's the matter?
clothes are burnt.
Your clothes have been burnt, have they? I'm terribly sorry. I don't think there's anything I can do to help you.
Can't you mend them?
I don't know that. I don't know that cantrip. Lucius knows it. I don't.
But you're a wizard.
Well, yeah, that doesn't mean I know every cantrip available to us wizards.
I thought that all wizards knew all spells.
No. It's not the process at all. I at least had the luxury of choice, so I opted not to choose that particular cantrip.
Well, I can't continue adventuring like this. I'm half naked and burnt.
We should. What should we do?
Can you make some new clothes?
Unfortunately, I cannot. No, I can. What can I do to remedy the situation? I
Well,
could
do
summon
you
an
need
illusion.
your clothes? I mean, you're just a fish, right? You don't usually wear clothes anyway.
I do require my robes.
Oh, all right.
What
Well,
about this here? Look, right, and I will
How selfish.
minor illusion to conjure like a
how shellfish.
How did I not see that one?
just kind of like minor illusion, like a very modern sort of like a t-shirt, like a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, nice.
On
It's like 2 sizes too big.
yeah, exactly.
I went to Undermountain and all my wizard friend got me was this shirt.
But it's not a real shirt.
Yeah, well, at least it looks, a bit more appealing, I suppose. Not that it really matters. We're in Undermountain.
You look kind of cute with your thighs poking out from underneath your oversized shirt.
Well, in any case, I think we all need to tend to our wounds. That was frightening.
That was sudden and very efficient. I'm shocked, but I'm also a little bit impressed. I can't lie. We were completely taken by surprise. This damn light.
Say, Sanj, how far could someone go using whatever spell Lucius used?
Well, if I know Lucius, I think it would have been likely the maximum range. Which for that particular spell is about 500 feet.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. I gotta go now. Drop
Cool, man.
See you soon.
Off at the airport. I'll talk to you guys later.
See you, Sash.
Yeah,
500 feet. So he's likely a large distance away. What we can do is we can long rest here. I can put a dome within the doorway. We can rest in this chamber. I can prepare a few spells that'll let me contact Lucius again. We can figure something out. Figure out another rendezvous point.
Yeah, sounds reasonable.
All right.
Are we gonna rest in this room here? This seems okay. It's out of the way.
I think so too. Yeah, it's is this portal isn't on, is it? This gate?
The gate is not on. I have not even discussed the gate. The arch embedded into the northwest wall, its keystone shows a gold dragon wormling with its mouth open.
Curious.
There are 4 beds here, so you're going to have to fight who gets to sleep in the stone bed.
Aren't they all stone?
They're the bunks, actually, so there must be 8 beds. Yeah, they're 4 stone bunk beds. Therefore, there is enough for everybody. Everybody gets a stone bed.
You get a stone bed, and you get
I'll still put a dome in the doorway for safety.
All right.
So make it so that only the creatures I nominate are sort of able to leave.
And we got all right. Long rest, is that correct?
Yes, believe so.
All right.
Before we rest, I'll just poke around this room, see if there's anything hidden under a bed or something.
You have advantage on your investigation. Nothing. Snatch.
Oh well, at least we can sleep soundly knowing that there wasn't a powerful magic item hidden under one of the beds that we.
But
you're right.
But every now and then, every 10 or 20 minutes, a rumble. Rumble. Within the walls, within the floor, within the roof. They're out there grinding and burrowing their way through these tunnels. Let's hope that they don't find us.
We can only hope.
All right. Anything else that you want to do before you rest?
I am gonna chug a potion of healing, and that's pretty much me done. Yeah.
Lucius, so are you going to play more this session? Do you want to bring in a wandering goblin who discovers like I don't know an orb of force and I'm what the fuck's this? Something like that.
No, I'll just spectate for now. I mean,
Yeah.
no
worries.
I've got to work out what I'm going to do here because I'm not sure Lucius will go back into Undermountain.
Yeah, or at least if he does, how soon? I appreciate that.
Because
You're pretty set at the moment.
Yeah, it's not like he has anything against these big dangerous fights, but he nearly died there without even knowing what was going on. Like the serious part is that we nearly all just fucking died in an ambush.
Yeah, and it was and like it was a pair of invisible slard, which is pretty threatening, absolutely, but it's not going to get better from here. It doesn't get easier. Yeah. All right. Interesting thoughts.
Seeing as I'm pretty healthy, I can take the first watch if you want.
Yeah. That's. I mean, I have no objection.
All right. It's pretty hard for him to find you in here. You'd be pretty unlucky, but let's find out. Okay, so Adrastia, the first 4 hours presumably are yours since you're only going to need the 4 hours rest. Yeah. Roll a d33 4 times. No sweat. Who's doing the next 2 hours and then the next one?
Yeah.
There's 2 more watches. Who's doing?
I'll take the next one.
D33, D33. You've chosen a pretty good spot, to be honest. Yeah, nothing. You hear the rumbling, it's undeniable, but it never truly comes so close as to sound as loud as snoring. Finally, last watch.
I'll take it.
All right, the little boy is what was on watch. And again. D33 2 times. Ooh.
That's close.
Roll a Constitution saving throw, Aravan. Beautiful. There might have been some who would have doubted that you were a good choice for the watch, but you stayed awake and alert the entire time. You're pepped, in fact. You're full of adrenaline. And during your watch, the walls rumble all around, vibrate, but nothing ever actually burst through. They came close, but they didn't find you.
All right. Long rest complete.
Long rest is complete. There's no sign of Ariok. There's no sign of Pycea. There's no sign of Lucius.
Okay. So, housekeeping to begin with. Mage armor. Let's see. Okay, so I have prepared sending. I'm just going to prepare the rest of my spells. Let's see.
I cast mending on Zeb's clothes.
You do a magnificent job. They're pretty badly. There's only so much you can do. They're yeah. It's they'll never be the same.
I will give myself dark vision as well, so I won't have to rely on the light cantrip.
Beautiful.
You know, if you get me some goggles, I can fix that for you.
Yeah, that's you know what, that's definitely something that I think we should discuss because that would be awesome. I mean, I have this little stone here, and I'll pull out it's like a really nice looking opal. And this sometimes gives it to me, but it's doing something a little different at the moment. I'm gonna put it back in my pocket.
I'm almost dying of thirst, so I shall have to take a 2 or 3 minute break, and I'll be right.
All right, I'll be back too.
Hey.
In character, I'll consume water from my 4 water skins.
Yeah, I'm seriously considering rolling up a new character for the rest of the Undermountain stuff. Because I feel like part of the character for Lucius has always been that his self-preservation is always his main concern.
Yeah.
And up until this point, we haven't really had any threatening situations in Undermountain, so I've been treating it kind of like, someone who's a bit naive, doesn't understand how serious the situation is.
Yeah.
I've been playing him like that, but now after that, very nearly died like in an instant because of an ambush. I think he's like, you know what? Fuck that place.
Hmm.
Because it's
Yeah.
like, why do I have to be coming down here? I'm an 11th level wizard and we got plenty of money. So I
That's
can't
fair
even
enough if that's what you want to
reliably teleport around in there because of all the fucking Hallister's cock blocks.
do. If you do roll up a goblin, I can speak goblin, just out of novelty. So if
Yeah,
you
I'm thinking.
if you call me a
I'm
burnt elf in
thinking.
your native tongue, I'll know.
Well, the thing is, remember how last session when we were in the goblin market, how Keviak sold the aboleth tail to the goblins,
Oh no,
and they were going to eat it?
you're a mutated goblin.
Yeah. I was thinking, we've got goblins that already serve us that have been eating aboleth flesh. Yeah, I think it could make sense how a goblin having mutations from eating an aboleth tail.
Very powerful mutations to shoot him up to 11th level in terms of power level.
Yeah, well, I mean, whichever design it goes, I can easily flavor it around having absorbed some of the aboleth's powers.
Yeah, or if you're martial, you just become a really swole goblin.
Martial
Swabbling.
class. Expecting me to play a martial class. You're funny, you are. I was just mentioning, Arctic, that I'm thinking, because Keviak sold the tail of the aboleth to the goblins in the goblet
beautiful.
market, I was
Yeah.
thinking I could play one of the goblins that's eaten aboleth flesh and they've gotten some kind of aberrant mutation.
Yeah, absolutely. If that's the case, then you might have come to this level tracking down a Duergar who stole a magical dagger which belonged to your clan chief, Azok. But Azok is blind, right? But as long as he has this dagger, then he can see. And without the dagger, the Drow, well, they were reclaiming the Sargouth level, but now they've been killed by you know who. And so your goblin probably holds this group in somewhat of high esteem because now that the Drow are gone, maybe Azok's clan of goblins, hobgoblins, bugbears, can rebuild but only it'll be so much easier if we can get this dagger back that lets our blind chief see again.
Yeah, I'll work all that out shortly. I'm still thinking about all this, so no rush to include it back in. I've got some
Excellent.
scheming to do here.
Beautiful. You
But
managed to get your
I figure if I do that, it'll give me an easy connection to the party through the goblin market.
certainly does. They might even accept you, since after all, you are goblin lords, whether you like it or not.
I'll blackmail Groin into giving me a good recommendation.
Groin fears you. Oh my gosh. You're terrifying.
All right, I'm going to start with a sending addressed to Ariok.
All right.
Hey, Cat. Been a little while. Lost you a little while back in the Dwarven halls.
Sorry? Hello? Who is this? Halasta's not home right now.
Ariel? What? What?
Ariok? No. No. This is Halasta's secretary.
I hang up. Is
What the fuck? What are you doing in my dimensional space? There's a lot in the way. I gotta die. Go on.
okay. There's definitely a perplexed look on Sandra's face. I must have misdialed. I'll try again. Try again for Lucius. Hello, old sport.
You
Hope
managed
you're
to
doing.
reach this.
Hey, old sport. Hope you're doing all right. Figured you'd teleport. Message back if alive. Miss you.
I will respond.
Not in a gay way.
Yeah, 100%. It's like, yep, in a colleague sort of professional way, I guess. Yeah.
But I didn't think that I had to say that because you know that my feelings are purely platonic, right?
Except he runs out of words before specifying that much. Yeah, I'll respond to him. I won't even use the full word count. I'll just respond to him. Heading to the Goblin Market. Fuck this place.
Enough said.
Right. Okay, I'll turn back to everybody. Right. Well, I think Lucius is as you might say, done with this level. Headed back to the Goblin Market. He's alive. So now I suppose we have to decide what we want to do.
He's not coming back.
I don't think so. He sounded pretty shitty.
Wow, I didn't realize a wizard's ego could be so easily shattered.
Just his body.
Mm. Yeah, it's certainly we were certainly taken by surprise.
Happens every day down here.
There's a big hole in the wall up here that wasn't there 8 hours ago.
Oh, for God's sake.
You want me to take a look?
Sure.
I'll creep up, hugging the left wall, and try and peer into the hole.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Do I need to make a stealth roll too?
Yeah.
Hey. And a perception check.
You are invisible. But you
Not so
can't
good,
discern
obviously.
much. Yeah, it's a new tunnel. It wasn't here 8 hours ago. It was up to the east. Sorry, I don't know. I thought you probably able to see it. Maybe you can't because of the angle. But in any case, there's a bit of oh, of course you can. I was thinking this is a wall, but it's a pit. It's not a wall at all. There is some pebbles on the ground. It looks like something has burst out of here and moved on.
I don't see anything in the hole. If you just hug this wall, I think we'll be fine. Oh, another. Those creatures really have made a mess of this place, haven't they?
Yep. It makes me uneasy.
Well, do you want to go west or go back the way we came?
Well, it depends. Are we interested now in regrouping, or do we want to continue trying to loot what we can? We're a bit
I'm
scattered.
not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what might be left, but it's up to you.
Thoughts, Eldritch? What do you think?
Have we explored most of this place?
From memory, I believe we've done a fair bit of it, but for example, we haven't gone down this corridor.
You haven't come
Not-
across the same place twice yet, if that makes any sense. You've yet to discover anything except new things. Yeah.
Yeah, there's still more to find down here, for sure.
That's pretty much what I'm saying.
Why don't we head down? Why don't we head down this way?
Alright.
May as well
Oh.
continue while we're down here, right? We're fresh.
Okay. I'll sneak past this hall and try and look into it from this angle.
Hmm.
Just another sneak and
Twists
perception.
off, twists off after only a few feet down towards the northeast. So there's little you can see. You might be able to hear something. There's little you can hear as well. It seems sterile for now.
I don't see anything. It should be fine. Well, here we are, another intersection.
We are another intersection.
Down or
Hmm.
the other way.
At a glance, at an instant, there's no sound coming from either of them. There is a pervasive grinding, burrowing, vibrating. You can never quite get used to, but there's no audio indication of if there's anything to the south or to the north. They're both silent.
Any indications of hidden passageways, doors, illusory surfaces in this corridor?
Sure, make an investigation roll. Great idea. It would appear that there is a trail of debris towards the south, just small rocks, and there are also a few gouges in the floor as if some creature with tremendous claws upon its feet has walked through here carelessly and damaged the floor.
As in, like, down or down away from us, down the south
Yeah,
passage, or
south.
towards us?
Yeah, that's right. It's walked away from you.
Okay. With that in mind, I'll say let's go to the left. I have a feeling one of those bug creatures has ventured down there.
Fair enough. Yeah, we have a room up ahead, finally.
Yeah, you do. So, as you get a grip of what's up in this room, you'll see that there are 4 identical statues. Each of them looks like a dwarven king. He's got a crown on, right? There's 4 statues, each identical, of a dwarven king. He has a kind of stern visage looking at you, upset, a bit angry, a bit disappointed in you. Your father. And there's a tapestry. It hangs from an iron rod on the south wall. The tapestry, which is still intact, pretty fucking remarkable. Tapestry depicts a dwarven king and his guards fighting a boule in a gem-encrusted cavern. A boule is like a giant, but it burrows through the ground and it's got legs. And instead of having skin, it's got armor. A giant burrowing armored shark. Yeah, the king's kicking its ass, man. Just beating the hell out of it. Good, yeah, king, go king.
Hmm.
And do these statues have any significant text on them, plaques? Is it like a lineage of kings, like 4 kings of the same lineage, or?
We can possibly make a history check, but they appear identical, so they're probably not different kings. No, and it's the same dude who's in the tapestry.
Yeah, okay.
It,
Same dude that we've seen his like kind of journey going, like the guy that like met the first elf and then became like eventually like it's the same dude. All right.
Same dude. Do we have a Keviak? I'm not sure if we've still got him at all.
He's exists
Yeah, we have.
somewhere.
Where are you? Are you on the map? Oh, there you're over there.
Can you hear
Of
me?
course. Yeah, can. I couldn't see you on the map, but of course you're not in. Or are you?
There he is. He's in here now.
Anyway, I can hear you. Keviak, there's something that you've noticed in this room that nobody else does. There is a breakaway section to the floor in the middle. In fact, we're kind of standing right on top of it. Yeah. It's like the earthworks have been done, and we're standing on the earthworks. Someone's broken the
Oi.
tiles here and dug it up, but we're now standing on the freshly relaid broken tiles.
Watch the floor. Someone's dug up the tiles. Keviak's going to activate his flying boots and try to pry up one of the loose tiles.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So you lift up a tile, and there appears to be some kind of shining metal substance underneath. It's tarnished. It's faded with age, but it looks like some great, vaguely curved sheet of metal.
Fuck is this? And I turn it towards Sanj.
Now let me have a look. What type of metal is it?
Make a Arcana check. It's not metal at all. It's organic. It's like a shell, a carapace.
Oh, I wonder if it's that thing he killed, buried in the floor.
It's the same color.
It's not moving, is it?
It's not moving.
Well, Kev, I believe this pointing to it could be that pointing to the tapestry. One of those things.
So why is that under the tiles?
Is this anything?
Yeah, it's a tapestry, I think.
Yeah. Tapestry, that's right.
I mean, I could. I could turn into something to excavate further if we wanted to have a bit more of a look at what's going on here. But I don't think it's anything more than, I don't know, a corpse that's been placed here or slain here recently by perhaps one of those giant bugs.
Mm. I have no idea. I don't think the corpse of a giant bug will be worth anything. So I
No,
say
you're
we
right.
just leave it be.
I think so too. Left to right?
Let's go left.
Alright. So be it.
Another intersection.
Stop momentarily.
Okay.
Okay. Adrastia, you're in front. I don't
I
suppose
am.
you can see invisible, can you? That's a pretty strange question, but I don't think you can.
No, I don't think I can.
All right. An old man appears in front of you,
Oh no.
far too late for you to even react. He holds within his hand a great sword. He has a long, straggly beard and wild eyes, and he looks distinctly like a certain Halasta Black Cloak. Halasta Black Cloak raises his great sword. "Ah!" he says as he clashes at you with his great sword and bites you on the.
Ouch.
All right, does a 17 hit? Oh, they're advantage. So sorry, I'll roll them all again. So 17, 18, 22. There's 17, 18, and 22 hit.
Yeah, they all hit.
They
I'm
all
just
hit.
completely taken off guard and blindsided by this.
All right, I'll just roll the total damage rather than usual. Okay, cool. You are ravaged for 36 points of damage. And raises his sword and prepares to strike you down.
Oh shit! I shout in Elvish.
I'm so confused right now. You've been ambushed by Hallister, a wizard, wielding a greatsword.
And biting.
I guess he really is the mad mage.
Yeah, unless he's tensed himself. Fuck.
You don't really know what's going on, Aldrich, but at least you're up there in his face.
I have a real panic look on my face right now. So,
I'm not sure whether I recognize this guy as Halaster or not. All I know is that he's hitting me really hard and it hurts.
Indeed.
Kinda-
You know, all wizards look kind of the same, really. Like, they all look like Gandalf at the end of the day.
I'm going to cast Banishment.
Ooh.
All right, has advantage. Saving. Is it Wisdom? Charisma. Charisma. 1 and 2. That looks like it passes.
That's a.
All right, I'm not going anywhere. How do you feel, Aldrich, as you see this thing have absolutely no effect?
Some piss drops down from the leg of my armor.
Totally
I'm
valid.
I'm just kind of just frozen in place right now.
Understandable. No one will judge you. Adrastia, do you judge him? You're right beside him. The piss is like settling beside your foot. Do you judge him?
Maybe I would, but I'm being cleaved in twain by a greatsword.
Well, that's right. And piss and blood are just bodily fluids. So what do you do?
Good question. Let's see. First of all, I should ask: do I recognize this guy as Halaster or not? Or do
Have
I
you
think
ever
he's
seen a
just some
picture of
insane
Halaster?
mage?
Have you ever seen a picture of Halaster?
Well, I've been in Undermountain for quite some time, so I think there's a good chance that I recognize him.
Looks
Didn't
like
we run
Halaster.
into him?
We have. I'm not sure if Adrastia has. We have, yeah, a couple of times.
I think Adrastia saw him in Skullport when he turned that Quaggoth to dust.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. In that case,
that was cool. That was. I don't know, really like that.
In that case, I'd be like, "Oh, this is this is terrible. This is absolutely not good." I am going to, I guess, run, try and get some distance.
It
from
makes an
him.
attack of opportunity on you.
I'm gonna use my action to disengage there.
Die! All right.
So he hits me 3 times with the sword. I duck under the 4th swing and then start running.
All right.
Three,
Die!
and then bonus action to get around the corner. And be like, oh fuck,
Brilliant.
what was that?
Have you got cunning action?
No, I have the ability to dash though as a bonus action. It's fleet of foot.
And I'll ask you again, Sanj.
Yeah, okay. So I've just seen Dressy get chopped the fuck up and run away.
Yeah.
So I too am going to go 10, 20, 25, and as I kind of run out of the entrance of this corridor, I throw some powdered iron kind of over my left shoulder, and with my left hand kind of point it at Keviak, and I am going to enlarge him.
Big dwarf.
I'm going to
It's
say,
every dwarf's secret dream.
get in there, get in there, son.
So now he's big as a human. Is that it?
Oh yeah.
He counts
My
as
dwarves hate
large.
work, huh?
You deal an additional D4, and I think you've got advantage on some checks as well. I think.
In the earliest editions of D&D, dwarves were size small. How insulting. All right. Caviar.
Keviak charges into the fight.
We hear the vibrations again, but this time they are from us. Yep, no worries. You can't get there though. It's I'm not even sure how you did that, to be honest. Yeah, that's
Which
more
way
like
is
it.
the?
That's it. And there's your old man.
It's through here.
Yeah, you've done it now.
What happened?
Nothing. You're there. You're there now. Now you're too far. Now you're there.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
my laptop's really sped.
Roger.
Keviak is going to rage and lay 2 Warhammer strikes into the.
He has a great sword. Is that a big
Reckless, by
dwarf
the
or
way.
a little giant? Reckless.
Does 21 hit
Sure does.
or 26 hit? It doesn't matter.
I suppose so.
My bad. So 13, 22 damage.
22.
Oh,
Don't forget your d4s.
Plus 3, so 25.
25. Excellent. The wizard retaliates at Keviak, who is so vulnerable as he has placed himself off balance with his recklessness. He swings his sword twice, and then he bites you in the face. Is that 23? Is that hit?
Miss.
Ah, he bites you in the beard. Not a lot of nutrition in a man's beard. Now, Ravan, you're not quite sure what's going on, but the party seems pretty freaked out, except for that giant fucking dwarf.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move here and
Yeah.
that's turn.
Aldrich, you recover some of your composure, if none of your fluid. What do you do?
I'm going to carve a cut into my palm and then look up to the ceiling and call on the Viatar for assistance.
Beautiful.
Oh
And
shit!
what do I roll for that?
Percentile.
So that's a
D100. D100.
D100. Okay.
Yeah.
You have to roll your level or lower. Yeah.
Ah, fool, you are so weak.
Damn.
Levi's just sitting there with popcorn.
Bring on the pain. She turns the volume on the cyber TV up.
Enlarges the crystal ball.
That's it. has a fresh virgin sacrificed, so she has something to eat. Rastia.
Let's see. I don't think. Is there a? If I were to sidle right up to Keviak right here, I think I could shoot him. Barely. But they've got
Exactly.
a big ass dwarf in the way.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, would that be a +5 to his armor class trying to shoot him from
Sure would.
here? Oof. That's fine. I'll be fine. I don't think I can get that far anyway, can I? Oh yeah, sure can. Okay, so I will accept the +5 to his armor class that he will have.
Alright.
Luckily, I have advantage now because Sanj is not using light anymore. And I will also put Hunter's Mark on him. I don't know why we're trying to fight Halasta right now, but I don't think he's going to leave us alone, so we're going to try.
I don't think he can use seriously if he's using a great sword.
Yeah, I think he's just fucking with us.
He's
Yeah.
probably like, I'm bored. I'm gonna fuck with these adventurers.
Well, we'll provide him with some entertainment. Alright, so I'm putting Hunter's Mark on him, and I will shoot for a 28 on that one.
28 will penetrate through.
12.
Alright, 12 damage.
14, which I'm pretty sure misses.
Sure does.
Luckily, I get another shot because of Stalker's Flurry. And that one does hit, I assume.
Delightful.
For 16 on that one.
Crunch. He's beginning to flicker a little bit. Fades in and out of reality, but he's holding on.
Yeah. Kind of poke my head around the corner of the corridor.
Terribly locked up there.
It's pretty packed in there, and I'll just call out like, "You guys are doing great. Good job. Keep it up." And,
I believe in you.
I'll take the dodge action. I'm not going to be able to get in there, I don't think.
Caviar.
Eric's gonna do 2 reckless attacks into the guy's face. I just need a macro that says that.
You
Like a button
do.
on my keyboard that just says I recklessly attack him in the face twice.
It's alright. You just yeah. Play roll 20 with a 1-button macro.
Does a
Alright.
19 hit?
I believe it does. It does.
Once again, that'll be 12 plus 13, 25 damage.
25.
Oh, plus 1d4.
A good call. Okay.
27 damage.
The creature begins flickering more frequently as if it's losing its grip on reality. But it continues to wail upon Keviak since he's the one who's right in front of it. Actually, you know what? It takes an attack of opportunity as it backs up. You can make your free attack, Keviak. Which rhymes.
23.
Keviak and attack should rhyme. That's their natural fittings. And there is a sudden flash of Flammenwerfer.
No.
Oh boy.
Everyone in that aura can make a saving throw. As a flame, dexterity save, as fireball suddenly bursts there.
Lucius is not regretting anything at this point.
You pass Adrastia, you don't Keviak.
Yep.
And Aldrich as well, if you're able to make a save. You pass. Take half damage. Aravan, you're up the back. There was a sudden flash of fire, but
Okay,
it's died
so
down.
I'm gonna move up to here, and then I am going to Misty
Aha.
to here
Whoop, whoop.
as a bonus action,
Very
and,
clever.
and then I'm gonna fire my pistol.
Beautiful. Boom. The second
And-
shot is successful.
And I can use, because I'm a crossbow expert, I will use my hand crossbow.
Perfect. You go in there, boom, boom, doo. And he is impressed. However, the crossbow bolt hits him and bounces off him as if he has some kind of invisible shield.
And then I will move back to here.
Beautiful. Aldrich, the boy, has just done a rather brave and fairly effective maneuver.
I'm going to cast. What the fuck is it? Cloud kill on him.
Whoa! All right, not messing around. So it doesn't affect him until the start of his turn, does it? Yeah, creature starts its turn. Okay, good to know. I'll put the cloud kill on the sake of it. I know that it moves independently, but just put it down there for the sake of it anyway. And there we go.
Ooh, very
That
close
big?
there, man.
Yeah, 20-foot radius. Yeah, that's it. All right. There is suddenly a toxic gas created by Aldrich. He holds his hands high, and gas begins to stream from out of nowhere, filling that area. I think it even makes it heavily obscured. Yeah. So I think that essentially means you can't see through it. Yeah, it is.
And I'm gonna look to the others and say, should we run or we stay and fight?
If this guy is Alastair, I mean, I don't think we can beat him.
Really? Why not?
I don't know. He has quite a reputation.
Out of time, Adrastia.
Yeah, I was gonna try and squeeze past Keviac and shoot him some more, but now that there's a thick cloud of poisonous gas, I'm instead gonna retreat and cast Cure Wounds on myself at 3rd level.
All right. Sanj, Adrastia is retreated.
Yep, I go 20 feet here, and then I am going to cast Pass Wall. I'm going to jam a couple of like sesame seeds into my mouth.
Uh-huh.
Both of my hands go on the wall in front of me. I
Uh-huh.
want it to go in like that direction.
Uh-huh. And so that's where you want to end up, where that arrow ends?
I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna try and open a passage in like that sort of a direction from that wall. I'm just trying to get like
There?
yeah.
All right, you get all the way there.
I think it's just a passage that opens up. I
Oh,
don't actually
right.
go through it. Yeah.
Okay, right. I thought pass wall meant that you pass through the wall.
No, it opens a little tunnel.
Okay, excellent. You're able to see green gas at the end of that tunnel.
All right. So that was 20 feet. I'm going to move 10 feet into the tunnel.
Cool.
I'm sorry if this is a bit of a pain in the ass for you. To
No,
have to
no,
do
it's
on the
totally
map.
not. I'm just trying to draw. I just got to draw it in. That's all. And a roll 20 is less intuitive than I'd rather hope. Yeah, cool. So you've got your tunnel.
Sweet. So I go, what's that, like 5, 10? Cool. And I can see that cloud coming up, so I'm going to end up here.
You wouldn't. The cloud's not coming through, but
it
it would
doesn't?
be actually. It would, yeah, because you
Okay.
wanted the tunnel. Yeah, of course it does. Yeah, so yeah, it ends where you can see it end.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll stop there. That's my
Cool.
turn.
All right, Keviak, there is a poisonous gas in front of you.
Well, Kaviak can't go in, so I guess I'll just have to bring him out. Kaviak's gonna reach over his shoulder to the quiver on his back and pull out his cool new javelin with a chain on it and fling it at him.
All right. Make an attack roll. It's a successful strike.
And does it like stick in him?
It does. It impales, and so there was something about an athletics roll that come next. I'm not sure if it's in the same turn or not. Can't remember the.
It's
I thought
up
we
to
had the
you.
mechanics. I thought we'd already made the mechanics for it. Making up of the slots, I can't do that. Yeah, I thought that they'd already been made.
Yeah,
I believe what you come up with was that hit, and then it replaces the second attack to drag them over.
Yeah, that's
So
what I thought.
basically, he can grapple
That's
at
right.
range, so you have to make a contested athletics to drag them over.
Excellent.
It's
Yeah.
basically grappling, but you have a 30-foot range if you've hit something with.
That was
Yeah,
right. Let me I'll write that down somewhere.
good call. You successfully pull him out of the gas cloud. And thus, he begins his turn without suffering any of its negative.
Eldritch be like, oof.
mistakes be made.
Oh yeah, javelin does 5 damage, by the way.
All right. A slight injury. Much closer as he now is to his targets, and seeing a vulnerable child, he attacks the vulnerable child.
Of course.
2 attacks with its sword, and then 1 with its bite.
Savage.
Alright. Does the 19 hit?
Oh, it hits.
And I shall just roll all dice at once. 6, 7.
That crit's gonna be nasty.
My bad. I thought that cloud had already done its damage.
Had not. 32 points of damage as you are ravaged by an old man.
Huh.
Caravan.
Well, it's twice.
The second shot hits. Point blank range is disadvantage, right?
Yeah, with ranged weapons, yep.
Yeah. Okay. So 21 and a 14. A 21 will hit. So the second one is successful. The others are not.
The hand crossbow does not count as. Hold on, let me get the.
Right. If you've got some sort of feat, then yeah,
Ignore
that
the loaded quality. The beginning of 5 feet hostile creature does not impose disadvantage on your ranged attack.
perfect. So they're all. So that's good. It means two. The first one, the second one, and the third both hit. This creature is beginning to flicker in or out of reality now. It's no longer got a stable hold on this plane. It looks like it's about to be driven to another dimension. Aldrich, your gas drifts harmlessly away. What do you do?
I'm going to just rush forward and strike it with my chain of command. And did I hit it?
Sure did, actually. Just 19's the same class.
And use Touch of Death, Channel Divinity, doing 27.
Ooh, necrotic damage? Yes. It vanishes, but before it does, it flickers between Halasta's face and Ross. I really thought I had this already. So as it begins to get destroyed, it flickers between Halasta's face and this image.
Fucking toads.
Huh.
Had me worried there for a sec. Bloody aberrations.
What happened?
The gas drifts west.
Where'd it go? Is it gone? Did we deal with it?
It appears to have disappeared.
Damn thing was an illusion. I point to the slad. How do you pronounce
Salad. Gas eventually settles to point to the west.
What do we think? Left or right?
I'll leave it up to you while I cure wounds myself again.
I'll give Adrastia, Keviak, and Aravan a greater healing potion.
Oh, nice.
What's the roll on
I
that?
will accept it.
It's
Grade is 4. 44 plus 4.
Yeah, 44 plus 4.
All right.
Alright, I'm ready to continue now that I have dealt with my wounds a little.
All right. I've ceased
Although-
concentration on enlarge as well, Kev. So you'll be back to your normal size.
Although it is 8:05, I'm not
Yeah.
sure if it's worth continuing for now.
Is that game time?
I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly keep playing for the next fucking 12 hours, but sadly,
Yeah,
that's life.
so can I, but
If you'd like to, we can keep playing for another 5 minutes because there is a single encounter that I'd love to do. you don't. But like, I understand that people have pressures, and I don't want to
Well,
pressure anyone.
Is anybody pressed for time?
Yeah, I really should bounce. Hey, I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
All right, very good.
sorry. I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks for
See you
today. Good
all
session.
in a week's time.
No problem. See you around.
All right. So Arctic.
Yeah.
So Lucius is going up through the goblin market, and I'm
Excellent.
thinking.
They worship you as a god. Here comes the Archdevil Lucius.
So I'm thinking, while passing through,